Hello, doing something different a little bit. Hello. Um, yeah, trying this thing out. I don't know. I never used VTube Studio, and I was kind of curious on how it like works compared to other things. So, be using this for some time at least. Um, I forgot to put up my chat. Doesn't want to pop up. Huh. Okay. I am fixing something at the moment. It still doesn't want to. Okay, let's do this then. Oh, there we go. Okay, that is there. Oh, I'm tiny. That wasn't the intention here. Okay, I think I have everything like I wanted. Because I didn't put up chat yet. Uh, boom, boom, boom. Can you not do like capital letters with that? I guess you can. Huh. Okay. I'm just going to get started. We left off with Vriska. Fucking just being new Vriska, I guess. Boom. I believe this is where we left off. Maybe it was a little. Was it? Are these the actual pages? Oh no, we left off with this one. Yeah, it's after the Vriskas. Just went back because I don't know how many more times I can put Vriska in a thumbnail. I could hear my one of my other roommates getting upset with, I assume, a game or could be football. Hmm. Hmm. Gonna be dead ass with you. That bit with Vriska and her ghost represents pretty much every flaw I feel Homestuck has. Um, all I know about that one is her leaving, so I don't know if there's more to it yet, or if it's just that entire like free to it, or it's that I'm gonna see it. Right. Okay, I think. Okay, I seen the. Was it? mm, Was it a Discord Homestuck like poll? I seen results for. I had no idea Jane would be so would be the least. Did not think she would be the least favorited of the humans. That that one really surprised me. Uh, I was surprised that Jade was like number one. I hmm, I hope I don't sound too much. Hope I don't sound like too much of a dream bubble novice, but now that we've remembered we're asleep, how do we wake up? Oh, oh, wait. Do I? They're offline right now, so I might have to do this. No, Jane is a bad as a god tier. Jane is bad as a god tier as a character. She's like low B tier for you. Okay, need to make a. I need. I doubt they'll be able to make this stream. I have to mute I don't think they're gonna answer. It was worth the shot. Okay. Unless my Discord just glitched out there. Hmm. Okay. Good idea. I have no idea. I mean, not that I haven't had a wonderful time recording our stories here with you both, but maybe we should return to our friends soon. What if they need our help? Obvious. Fuck. Obviously, I have enjoyed your company more than I can say, but you're right. You cannot stay here forever. Your friends need you, so I will wake you up. Wait, you can do that? Oh, oh shit, it's because magic's real. In, in my heart, at least. Even though everything in Homestuck is kind of just magic. Mm-mm. Wow. Okay, then. I guess that settles that. But before we go, I just want to say, in case we never get another chance to, what the? Huh? Something is happening. Oh, they fall through? Uh, huh. Boom. Slide mode. Oh, that was just the start of the road, I guess. I guess I thought I was supposed to like represent the ending of the road before, but I guess they're using it in two ways. Yeah. I know this place. Oh. Where are we? It's a kidney's lair. Or my memory of it at least. Ooh. Or possibly someone else's? Boom. Jane? He did it! Amazing panel. They're all good panels. Well, this one was kind of weak actually, but the rest are good. Wait, what did that say? Do you say this away? I can cheat and just open the image. Good thing I have technology. It was just disobey. Okay. I had to double check. Boom. Damn. God, I love Jane. Actually, this is like a goaded. These are three goaded characters right here. Abra Fiddling Dabra, you silly shoot nerds. My exceedingly strong work as the party's premier bodybuilder hacker is done. Off I go. Boom. Uh, Jane, you're awake? Roxy, you're alive. You're. So are you. You were dead last time I saw you, and also before I found you sleeping here. But now you're awake and also alive. Yeah. You were dead too because I. But now you're. Oh God, Roxy, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight. When please forgive me. Ah, Janie, you don't gotta worry about whatever sad incident that frowns about. That that's all under the That's all water under the bridge. My reality, I got no recollection of and therefore don't matter at all. By which I mean this reality here. So, okay, the reality is still kind of relevant because we are literally inside of it ATM, but I'm new here. I came over to keep being Roxy since the old one died for whatever through heck of the backle or whatever through heck of the baggles. That is quite an explanation. Jeez, I missed you. Come here, you extravagant bitch. Wait, what?
The hunk pile. The hunk pile doesn't stop from getting taller. Huh? The hunk pile. There are more hugs, Rose.
I can see the hugs. I don't understand the pile thing.
Oh, don't you remember a funny quote from one of Dave's old comics?
Ah, yes, vaguely. It's been a long journey, John. I believe one of the most valuable lessons that came with growing up is gaining the wisdom that gently informs you when it's time to retire a meme.
I guess I never earned that handy badge or whatever. I like this though. Every time someone wakes up or pops out of nowhere, it's fun times all over again. I feel like I should be playing a reunion bingo. Who will be next? My money is on the long awaited and insanely poignant reunion between me and Casey the Salamander.
Surely you mean dear Viceroy Bubbles von Salamander, right? Instead of you, you mean me. That's when the real tears will flow.
What do you think she's up to?
he
No, she is my beautiful daughter.
Something tells me the good Viceroy has been busy. Oh, I sense he's been scheming, plotting, biding his time, accruing dark legions. That sure is a thing that sure is a thing that would be dumb if true. Yeah. Fuck. Dude. What how big his army's gonna get? John, you were on the ship with Casey. Every moment away from Casey's too much time away from Casey, though. Oh gosh, the resemblance of every character. How does this look like with like flipped teeth? Would Jane lose all of her swagger? Hmm.
Hi, Nana. Jane, I mean. Sorry. It's an easy mistake to make because you're my Nana.
LOL. Real smooth shit, John. Hello. A pleasure to meet you, John, or Pup Pup, as I used to know you.
So I heard.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, wait. Oh, You look so young.
Thanks. So did you. My Nana, who used to be ashes on my fireplace, regained her old womanly visage when I turned her into a sprite, and she helped me along the way. So Nana is a sprite. Did you know that?
Um, no.
I thought you should know that. She's probably around somewhere. I hope you can meet her. Also, I'm your son technically. Did you know that?
Yes, it is a pretty strange fact, but also pretty cool.
Yup.
Oh, Jane, that's my daughter. There, say hi to her. Hi. Hi, John's hot mom. Oh, shit. Damn. Damn. Siblings be siblings, I guess. Thinking alike. Also, that's another version of Rose who died and then I buried, and a stupid cat unburied her for some reason and prototyped her. So say hello to my cool floaty double daughter. Damn, Rose got it too. Hi, Roxy's hot double daughter. Rose, Rose Prime. I believe you may have just been owned. God damn, Dave's contagious ass Freudian boners. Boom. That's just probably ruining the mood for me a little bit here. Scary, kinda. Oh. Wow, I feel so out of the loop. Sorry if I still seem disorientated from my nap, I suppose it was, or impromptu troll coma. Roxy, you have to clue me in on what happened here. Where are Dirk and Jake? And for that matter, John, where are your other friends? Oh, Jade, where is she? Is she still asleep?
Hey, Jamie, that is all like a lot of stuff to say, and everything going on here is fairly complicated and heavily peopled. Don't worry, I'll ease you into comprehending shit again. Well, okay, clip notes are Jake fucked off somewhere, and Dirk recently fucked off back here through a window, but he left again pretty quick. Dave went with Dirk at wherever they're fucking off to now. I think to get ready for some sword fighting. And yeah, Jade is still asleep, but a couple of trolls lugged her off somewhere safe for now. The rest of the junk I'm still sorting out myself because, like I said, I'm new to this exact plane of shenanigans.
Yes, you mentioned that. I still don't know what you meant by. Wait, you and John came from another reality where everything went horribly right? Mm hmm. I just remembered. Really, it's been such a roller coaster ride for my memory since I fell asleep. Your and John's travels were a critical parts of the illustrated story we reconstructed through our memories with Callie.
What? You saw Callie in your dreams?
I did.
Oh man, how is she? I saw her in a dream a little while ago and we talked about lots of stuff. She looked like a troll then.
Yes, her troll Sona. She had hers on when I saw her, and we had ours on too.
Fuck.
She seemed to be doing well, nervous of course, since she was hiding, but we passed the time with our stories. It was a lot of fun. I am so happy I got to meet her. I wonder if I'll ever get the chance again.
Well, now that you mention it, it is one of my chief objectives to go looking for her ASAP. And not to be that rogue and brag all heavy, but I may be in a better touch with my void powers now. So maybe I stand a pretty good chance of tracking her down, because I got a something for her.
You do what?
Just a little prezi, MBD.
I see.
JK, it is crucial fucking bling, Janie. One priceless digit donut with more carrots than a rabbit too fat for a hole. Shit's some magic too.
Wow. So you mean our ring then?
Yeah. Oh man, that's a great idea, Roxy. You should try and give it to her as soon as you can. Then maybe we can all meet her before we ramp up for this battle.
Yeah. You think I can do it?
Sure.
I I like your chances too. Same.
Me too.
Me too. Rock.
How did I? Me too. Me too. I can't remember Jasper spread at all. I'll say something. Me too.
Me too, Roxy. I also have some experience helping people in the right direction when it comes to navigating the abyss. Maybe I could assist.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm pretty sure I have experience performing literally the exact same task in a slightly different context. So maybe I can double assist.
Say, Roxy, everyone thinks you should do it because they all believe in you.
That's right.
Shucks, fuckers. Y'all killing me here.
Meow, I'm so happy.
Friglish, you silly bastard. What's up?
Purr, purr, purr. All the humans being so close together and happy and friendly. Purr, purr. It's making me really excited and happy to make a feel and making me feel like I want to be part of everything. Purr, purr. And get close to a nearby person and be happy at them with my body. Purr. Jasper, what are you? I can't help it, Rose. I want to cuddle. I'm feeling so pleased and friendly. Jaspers, no. No, don't. Boom. Jaspers, no. Her second best character so far. Rose Sprite, yeah, she's pretty good. Oh, I didn't think this was an option. Okay, so do they merge or is it something weird happen? They have to merge, right? Holy damn. She's looking all bald. Boom. So does this is implies they merge to each other then? Huh. They're both single prototyped. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. And I guess if you prototype two sprites together, it still counts as them both doing one. They're extra ones. Oh, Jasper's is double. Oh yeah, the tentacle and then the thing. So it's just her on them. Okay, yeah, yeah. That's interesting. You could have like the ugliest sprite. You had like fuck the 12. Meow meow, motherfuckers. Jazz Pro Sprite squared. Boom. Ugh. Why is everything always so wonderful? But yeah, definitely achieve 3 or more prototypes to create the ultimate beating of it or this. Oh, come. I guess it makes sense to cut off here. I was a little curious on what else would happen with them. It's the 8 ball. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, is this? Would this be the other Callie's memory or? Okay, so this would be like this is like alternate version of hers like session then. I guess they both got the same like null session or yeah. Okay. So much of like the aura here is lost though. Like I understand you can't have Jane taking up all the spotlight, but it's a little lost. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hmm. Welcome back, Jade. Jade. Oh? Damn, dude, the fucking God. That looks cool as fuck. Come towards me. That's why I couldn't have all the aura. Hi. It's good to see you again. You are you are kind to believe that. How long has it been? There is no way to measure. Oh, Jade, could you wait over here? I will return in a moment. Boom. Damn. She's stun locked. Um, Boom. Boom.
Oh, need that face to face, huh?
I've been searching for you. So you have. And I've been waiting. What will it be? Pardon? I don't.
I thought this would be like a gif of some change, but I guess they are just talking in a white void.
Forgive my faltering, Miss Calliope. I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to ask you something? No. no, but no, but you may if you wish. Ah, in that case, Jade told me that you enjoyed telling stories like me. Is that true? I used to. Long ago, I would tell stories to myself for the sake of amusement. Now I only tell them to others when it serves a purpose. Is there a story you would like to hear? Um, hmm, possibly. There is so much to wonder. Why are you here? I mean, in the lair of Echidna. This is where I was killed. Would you like to hear that story? Boom. My death was the very end, of course. When telling a story of the end, where does one begin? At the true beginning, or at one of the many points between disguised as such? In a story of the end, which events preceding the final moment itself shall be considered extraneous. For me, none were. For you, all are. It simply depends how long you're willing to listen and for how long you have. How long do I have now that you're here? Not long at all. Oh. Oh, I'd want to listen to as much as possible in whatever amount of time I have, if you please. From the true beginning, then, and moving swiftly, I began the same as you, vulnerable, weak, but without the comfort of others, to whom whose flaw, from whom those flaws would endear me. So I became strong and killed my brother. I wore him down. I ate his soul. I dressed my words in his blood to hear victory every time I spoke. I consumed his strength too. It was always in me, just as yours was in him. But being strong was not enough. A dead session is an impossible time challenge. The planets detonate sooner and sooner, one by one. It is a trial designed to be unwinnable. A muse of space could never solve it, but a lord of time could, with relentless perseverance. It could only be him. My brother? Yes. I was never meant to rise to the place he holds because the game was rigged, tilted in his favor of his aspect. Having gained immortality, I could sit forever in a spent dead session, or I could seek counsel with the mother of monsters, and that is why you stand in my memory of her lair. Hmm. Her choice was simple, and I accepted. She mercifully ended my life, and then and there. Less mercifully is what came in exchange. My soul would have to wait here for what felt like a very, very long time. Wait, for what? You. Echidna told me that your visit would be my signal, an indication that the furthest ring around me had uncoiled itself momentarily, enough to be navigatable. It would mean it was time for me to go and fulfill the rest of my promise to her. That is what I will do. Ooh, I see. Then what about me? What do you mean? I was under the impression I needed to find you, and apparently that wasn't true. So you can leave, but I thought this encounter might hold some purpose for me. That you might let me know how I fit into everything for this moment onward. Your only relevance here, and to the greater good, was to function as my signal. A simple notification, as foretold by Echidna. Now that you are here, I can go. But then, what should I do? You don't need to do anything, but who you've become and who I didn't. Consume the fruits of an existence I could never understand. Volume's a bit low. Okay. Let me check. Uh, hmm. Uh, Test. Let me. I'm kind of. Maybe if I. I test. Hello? Test. I could boost that and maybe boost it more. Hello? Oh, that went red. That sounded kind of weird. Ha. That that looks okay, but I am kind of talking a certain way. Hmm. Ah. Hmm. Okay. So I assume that's much better. It's constantly in the right spot. It looks like minus sometimes I'm talking a little quiet. That's good. Okay. Hmm. What's she gonna choose to do? Live all that time. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's good. That's good. Ah, fucking live. Will you marry me? Totally said was just said off screen. I don't know about that one. Maybe. Oh, that's kind of cool. How they set that set up. Okay. Huh. Uh, oh, okay. Let me make a have to let me call my um my counsel. Which call is that? I didn't check if they were available today, so I don't know. But
Okay, I'm unmuting now. Wow. Okay. Hello, I'm joined here again with my lad Gallivander's Ascent and hmm yeah. Oh actually wait. Can you do me a favor if you are gonna like if you have time for the entire thing? Can you like make sure I don't finish today?
Um, yeah.
Okay, cause like Mr. Gerbos gave me a massive range of like when it could be over, and I was like, huh? I don't know what what kind of ploy he was playing, but I just need to make sure I don't finish today because I really want to finish Problem Sleuth before I finish Homestuck. It's
Yeah.
like a main goal right now. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna start. So you actually understood what she was saying with that ear-splitting malarkey?
Yes.
Wow, I guess we really did send the right person then. Plus, one useless tag-along. I guess to bear witness or something and probably record the legendary conversation like a scribe with his bench warmer's pen into the hollowed scroll of the second banana.
What?
Except I didn't bring my my pen or scroll. I don't speak monster screaming, so my transcript would read like more shrill noises, like God playing the edge of a glass inside your think pan. Miriam continues to nod along.
We talked about you.
What? You did? What did she say?
It was a short conversation. The entire exchange was quite brief and straightforward, actually.
No, I kinda got that. Even though I don't have a keen ear for beast twaddle, I can still detect when a conversation doesn't last for much time. I mean, did she say what she wanted to with me, or what she wants me to do?
You don't have to do anything. And she didn't want anything with you in particular. She just wanted you here.
Okay, well, here I am, Queen Snake, satisfied.
Yes, she is, apparently.
Then what did you talk about when my name came up?
Time to get too deep into the subject. But it was nothing bad. To the contrary, really.
Okay. Then what about you? What did she want to see? Why did she want to see you, Kanaya? Can you at least tell me something about this maddening exchange?
The bottom line is, the meeting has served its purpose, and Echidna is satisfied. She will release the frog when the time comes. I think Vriska was basically right. She wanted to get a look at us to assess our worthiness before she before she would agree to authorize the conception of another universe. It seemed that we measured up once her questions were answered,
What questions?
those pertaining to how her universe will be treated once occupied, and whether we intended to take that responsibility seriously. By following through with the duties we have, fundamentally task ourselves with by our natural inclinations. I mean, us specifically, you and I.
Duties? Inclinations? What the fuck is she talking about?
Natural inclinations, I think, just means some idea that is important to us, that is threaded some idea that is important to us, that has threaded its way through every moment and every decision of our lives, even when not apparent. The refrain of our being, maybe you could call it. A thing that attracts and inspires us, and simultaneously weighs on us so heavily we are never sure what to do. For me, it is procreation, I believe, and so does she, fighting for the persistence of our people. I guess you could say motherhood?
What about me then?
I think that is for you to say.
I'm not sure it is, really. If I'm hearing you right, worthiness of inheriting this universe hinges on whether I can live up to what my shit is about, so to speak. But I don't know what my shit is about.
I'd really like to know, actually. Considering it sounds like you touched on that subject with her, even if only briefly, then it sounds like a conversation I would have benefited from understanding. Really, if there can only be one clingerous creature screed, I'd like to have been able to parse over my lifetime. This, this was probably it. Boom.
So, you really don't have even the slightest sense of what you stand for? Some concept that speaks to you in some way? Or represents ideals important to you?
I don't know. Blood?
Blood.
No, not blood. I mean, not really, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what that means or why I said it, except for that it's the easy answer, because it's my fucking aspect.
Well, it's a topic I can get behind. Do you have any?
Fuck, he's kind of a junkie. What? You mean aside from the shitload of stuff I carry around in my veins all the time? No, sorry.
Oh,
Please don't look at my body like that while drooling.
whoops.
But really, I don't have a clue what my aspect means, or if it even has any substance correlation with my shit per whatever Echidna was going on about. Honestly though, when we started playing the game and learning about all the aspect of stuff and who was what, I got so excited when I found out about mine. I was like, what? Blood? Fuck yeah, that's me. That's so badass, and I'm badass, so yeah, that checks out. And even though the thing about being a badass was bullshit, it still just felt right. And I think it still does.
That's nice. I think it can only be positive to feel a deep affinity for one's aspect. Better than being at odds with it. I never felt like I had much to do with space, until eventually I somehow came to understand space meant more than just space. Not like not like not just physical room and dimension for stars to occupy. It's deeper than that. A field related to propagation, the ones who create it. They are passing a torch, as it were.
Yeah, at first, I thought blood just meant like something about being a warrior or being completely ruthless to anyone standing in the way of victory. But as more time passed, I realized there was probably a lot more to it, and I still don't understand. Maybe I will never. Oh, maybe I never will. But you know, even though I don't have those many mature views on being a big shot anymore, I still want to fight.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, not any old times like some belligerent asshole, but when everything is on the line and it really matters, like now. So maybe I wasn't too far off that part of my aspect. Maybe it does have to do something with like the warrior spirit shit, even if your body and skills can't quite back that up.
It could be. It could also be there's more to being a warrior than engaging in physical combat.
Hmm.
And then this is like when I like transitions on the next page is actually Freerin, predicted Freerin. Just the whole first episode now. God, Freerin's good. I really like Freerin. I didn't watch season 2 yet though, so maybe I don't really like Freerin.
But seriously, I, but seriously, I still do want to help make a difference in this battle somehow.
I know you do.
Look, I completely admit I'm shit. I'm the shit they reserve for the smelliest toilet when it comes to fighting ability. All that smack talk between me and Vriska about my uselessness, that wasn't even some snappy little farce where we all ride Karkat's crotch, but do for a lively chuckle. Bandu. Bande? Bandu? Bandia? Crotch band. Hmm. It was just some basic boilerplate interlocution. Locution. That was exactly on the fucking level. I'm not a god tier, but you know what? Neither are you, and neither is Terezi, and you're both great and deadly as shit. It's no excuse. I've never been any good, and it took me a long time to come to terms with how deluded I was about that. The only reason we ended up winning our game was that everyone else was able to pick up the slack for me. Pretty much all I did was spend a few weeks shouting at everybody. I never told anyone this, but even when I beat my Denizen, I'm pretty sure that's only because I got the one reserved for the weakest players. like a special one. You know how there's supposedly rare ones that really only strong players get. It has some weird fucking name. I'm pretty sure mine was like that, but just the opposite. Really, I never said anything about this, but anything because it was so embarrassing. But when I got to him, he was weirdly small, like just really small, and he mumbles his choice shit, which of course I completely ignored. And he seemed to know I will. I can hear it in his voice. He knows I won't care. He can sense my contempt. He can sense how small and pitiful I feel. And because he looks like all knowing and shit, he's factored this in. On some level, I think I understood all of this and found it, and it just made me furious. So I killed him. And it was so easy, even for me. It was easy. I remember thinking, what the fuck? After the final blow. So yeah, I've been pretty sure I got the training jettison ever since. It was just a matter of admitting it to myself. Actually, as dumb as it sounds, I think I'm still not comfortable with people knowing this fact. It still feels humiliating. Would you mind not telling anyone, Kanaya?
I'll stay quiet.
But yeah, my utterly tragic lameness attribute notwithstanding, I'd still like to contribute. I know it won't count for much. I might even get in the way of somebody competent. But it matters to me to put everything on the line for all the right reasons this time. Not to prove I'm strong or awesome or anything. The opposite, really. I put myself out there knowing perfectly well I'm not. I feel like I have to earn the right to inherit this universe like everyone else, not just get dragged into it on the loose fabric of everyone's fucking pajamas. It also feels important to just, I don't know, stand there with my friends. They're risking their lives, and they may be more supernaturally resilient or whatever, but hey, I should be risking mine too, to at least show I'm there with them. And who knows, maybe a moment will present itself where I can just do something important like nudge someone out of the way of a random flaming fuckball just in time, or some other small thing actually within my ability. Maybe I'll die in the process of saving someone more crucial to victory. If that's what it takes to be part of this, so be it. I'm in.
That's why you're our leader, Carcat.
I'm not your fucking leader.
Statements like that are also why you're our leader.
Oh, my thingamajig froze. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, whoa. The YouTube video started playing. Oh. I'm back. Let's go.
Uh, no, I don't accept that.
You have to.
What? Why? No, I don't. Look, we just established this back on the pad. I'm not a leader anymore. End of story.
That isn't what Echidna said.
Oh my god.
It was part of the deal.
What? What deal?
The choice she gave me. It was straightforward, like I said. Seeing us was mostly a formality. She was perfectly willing to release the frog. But there was one small thing I had to agree to first.
What?
To protect you. In addition to living up to the things I supposedly stand for as well. The resurrection of our people. But once I did that, she made it clear they'd need guidance. She didn't seem happy with the idea of her universe being stricken with another race of lost trolls. Maybe she feels you are the best chance we'd have at preventing that.
Are you fucking joking?
Not at the moment.
Ah, these denizens are full of surprises, aren't they? Okay, cool. Whatever you say, Echidna. It's probably a load of shit, but a deal's a deal. At least protecting me should be a pretty easy promise to live up to, right?
I'd hope so.
Done. Sure it is. When I head out to battle, all you have to do is stick near me and do your best to provide me cover. I think as long as you're giving your best effort, you're technically keeping your end of the bargain.
That would be one way of handling it.
Great. It's settled then. Now let's get out of this stuffy cave and get psyched for battle. Man, this is going to be great. I can't wait to dust the old sickle off. Which one to use, though? Home, smell you later. Probably lacking in combat stats, but it's hard to say no to a classic. This way, Kanaya.
Don't worry, I'll meet you out there once it's all over.
Huh? No. Oof. Kanaya, no. Oh my god, Kanaya. You're gonna do something, but don't even let him leave the cave. Oh.
Pleasant dreams, friend. If you can hear me in your dreams. You probably can't.
Damn. Hopefully we get Carcat, Vriska, and oh, I fucking forgot for fairies like the ancestor or whatever. Oh my god.
Mina?
Um Mina, yeah. Thank you. Uh you know what? I'll give that to Fairy. Like for some reason, like I can remember her name, like just clear as day. And she doesn't even really do anything or appear in the comic very much. Uh it, mm, mm. No, Fafetta was there. Maybe that's why. Damn. Okay. Damn. Okay. Mm. Mm. Jaspero's sprite squared. They're back. They're back. At last, an end to this dreadful lull in our recent social patterns. What lull? You've been talking nonstop since you were created. Boom. She fucking hates it. Uh, Kanai, you're too good for Rose. Don't forget that. You see, you, you see, Roxy, we all knew you could find her, especially me. Not to boast, but my faith in your ability to retrieve the chair wasn't just some saccharine friendly nonsense like it was for pretty much everyone else here. It was established in what is now a highly focused understanding of my aspect as well as these radically magnified feline instincts. Yes, good point. It's true that feline instincts in no empirical way contribute to one's prognosticative 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 ugh, acquittity. Fair enough. But they really make it feel like my intuition has more credibility than it really deserves, and to the cat portion of my being, that is good enough. Holy shit, I am legitimately pleased with myself right now. Trills. I can't do that. Is this her, Roxy? Of course, this is her. Hello, beautiful creature. Oh, dude, it's like it's the opposite of Fafetta. I like it. I like it. They're an amazing character and they talk too much. That's great. Great. Uh Gasp, Roxy. She's a treasure. The skull. Absolutely exquisite. So smooth to the touch and full of luster. So macabre. Macabre. So sublimely exsanguineous. Exsanguineous. Quite the fetching artifact to keep propped on a smartly dressed pair of shoulders. Could you maybe stop pawing at her? It's creepy. The suit, spectacular. Tailored yourself, I gather. You have no idea what a burning desire I have to get hair on it. But don't worry, I won't. Oh my god, her eyes. Perfect glass. Like a priceless doll's. Tis a special friend you pulled from the dead Roxy. Thank you for sharing this gift with us. Chirp. Oh, uh, there we go. Oh, Can I? Oh, okay, I can. Oh, this is the fastest I can make the GIF. That's sad with this app. You there, John's hot mom. It wasn't a Freudian slip that time. I said it deliberately. Kill me. We phantasmal kitty folk don't have much use for disguising the thoughts we think to be true in our minds, nor do we bother to veil attraction to that which we find sexually appealing. Meow. These ideas I'm having, they're so interesting. Wherever this frame of reference has been all my life, color me glad I'm dead. John's hot mom, did you know you killed me? No, not the girl, the cat, I mean. You were twice culpa, culpa, culpable, culpable. Ah, in a way, the murder weapon was in your custody and bequeathed to you roundaboutly by yourself as an aged, ghostly granny woman. The plummet of that gut-crushing tome was the last thing I ever witnessed. Of course, the old woman herself was murdered by the accursed thing too, so one could hardly blame her for pulling a few strings here and there that it might find another victim. When a bedeviled joke opus is taken with certain individuals, it can be difficult to wrest them away from its favor. Bro, look at me boring you all with elementary tome trivia everyone knows already. What is this? What is this? The kitten corner? The fact is, John's hot mom. One time you and your cornball book made a pussy blanket out of me. Can you say that on YouTube? I don't know what YouTube allows. I should though. I should know what YouTube allows. I suppose Roxy had a hand in it too. Technically, though, it seemed my mom had used it in her blood to do well-intended harm to the poor critter I used to be. It's okay though, because she makes a fort with the best funerals. Purr. They are a treat. Each of my halves received one. I remember you so clearly in that desert as the life drained away and I muddled through the shabby last words of a raffish amateur. I clearly remember, in spite of what a hackneyed showing that was, I still had the presence of mind to be overwhelmed by the sense for how much you cared, and that gives me such a warm emotion right now. It makes me want to poof up a little with friendliness. But these aren't the only memories of death I have, or the only memories of life I have for you. See, I've had many. Squaring these sprites, it's a marvelous thing. It opens you up. The cells become curiously multidimensional, concentrated. I recall the lives of many roses lost and many Jaspers, maybe even more than 9. Good one. Not that any of them mattered now. They each chase their own laser pointers to their to there. Now as a sprite, first you can recall all doomed timelines. Pointer, respective laser pointer, their respective futilities, and now I am all that's left over of them. Nor does it matter to task a hand, for which we must prepare, does it, hot mom Crocker? What? For the battle ahead. We're still on healing duty. Didn't anyone tell you yet? No. The game plan is simple. You jumpstart the cadavers while I scoot you around. How's that sound? Cookie tits? Does it tickle your toe beans? Is this like is this what Rose says to Kanaya? This is how they talk? Well, that settles that. Plan of action secured. maybe it's time for you to go away now. It may very well be soon. Farewell, transitorily.
Ew. Boom. Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn. Per chirp. Uh, damn. The shredder jeans are quite noticeable. Damn. Fuck that. Oh shit. Okay, they're back. Okay. I was scared. Huh? I'll check that text later. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh wait. Oh, I'm super curious now what this conversation is gonna be like actually now. You're too good for her still, though, Kanaya.
Hello, Kanaya. Funny meeting you down here in this cave. That is to say, the place I knew you went to, and skittered here to visit you in order to find you.
Boom. Damn. Oh.
Rose? Dear God. What happened?
What hasn't happened? We've been through a lot, haven't we? We are all of us. Reality itself, really. Reality has been through so much and puts people through so much simultaneously. Like the two of us. Reality has put one version of another, or another of you. You through so many things with one version or another of me. It's all been so sweet and stupid and silly and sad, hasn't it? You'd agree if you could remember. But after I watched your molecules come apart as I lay there dying in the great neon sky litter box, there was one thing that occurred to me I never got the chance to say to you.
Oh shit. Nuzzles. Oh. Fucking. What's the copy pasta? It's like. Oh, whoa, no. I'm okay. Wait. Oh, I'm healing,
So,
dude. Wow. I'm actually healing. I don't remember like the shitty copy pastas. Rar X3 nuzzles you. Oh, nuzzles. How are you? Wait, is that the actual fucking full thing? They put copy pastas on genius.com?
what?
Yo, there's like on genius.com, there's like fucking copy pastas. People, whoa, wait. The sound a dinosaur makes. Ah. Hmm. That's not why they say raw here, but you're not wrong, I guess. Stupid looking analog emoji that represents a face with closed eyes. Analog kissing face. Erection. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Uh, um, kisses you and licks your neck. Took the kids. I have nothing left. I don't. Get off me. Ooh. That's be the gayest shit I've ever read. Meat? Chicken. Can you please get my itch? No. Puts paws on your chest. Puts paws on his chest, implying furry. Oh my god, will you shut the fuck up?
This is a dangerous bit.
Oh, dude, it's my boy. Oh, this is so good. Whoa. Damn, 10 upvotes on that one. Is that the most upvotes one these have? Dude, people really like 9/11 jokes, I guess, man. Yeah, at least people who go on genius.com to look at Reddit copy pastas featuring. Okay, that was kind of cool to find out they did that. Okay, wow. I guess I got another source of places to go besides like Know Your Meme and old websites. Okay.
Twitch chat, where'd you go? Chat, get back. Okay. Oh, that was interesting. Uh, oh. Uh, and you're out. Damn. Efficiency. Speedrunning this. I guess I do this now. Dave, Dirk, surely this is where the party's at. Couple of cool cucumbers like you. See, Dirk knows what's up. What's with the party pants? I'd call them the cat's pajamas if that phrase didn't literally describe my ensemble. Boom. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. Damn. Even like Jasper Rose Sprite can't hang in. Jasper Rose Sprite can't hang in. Ape. Feels like someone just dunked me in a chili tub. Earth to Strider Bros. Does it look like I'm in the mood for a fucking bath? So, this is it? The bigger union comes down to this then? A lot of awkward sitting around while we all gaze at my father's pretty legs? Boring. I'm a sprite to the second power, yet what do I find sitting here on this ancient skyscraper? None other than the true squares of this party. Damn. Fucked up. Pounce. Oh shit. Sorry, I really like this animation. Fuck, I really like that. Okay. Surprise, Jade's unintelligent father, and greetings, for it is I, a brand new entity with which you are not familiar, and that bold troll sprite, I guess. And ooh, hey, the last unprotected kernel. That sure is a tantalizing tidbit worth acknowledging if I ever ogled one, like a stray toy some idiot chased under the fridge. Wow. Thanks, Jasper Sprite. Oh, looks like you're both really boring too. Sorry to barge in on your weak times. Sniff you later. Damn. Jake, you keep fumbling. Not wrong. So it just occurred to me. No, I saw the spare green sprite, and it, and it is like the little blinking light on those Ghostbuster traps, reminding us all it is an empty vessel. It needs a lost soul.
What? Wait, no, time out. Ridiculous cat rolls. I have stood by silently agog at your shenanigans, but I can't let that flagrant piece of misinformation go by unchallenged.
Hmm.
That's not how a Ghostbuster.
Fuck, I should like. Fucking, I should do this.
Actually, that is that's not how the ghost traps work. The light blinks after they catch a ghost.
Oh, really?
Yes, I just want to clear that up before you carry on with more of your silly nonsense. Anyway, please continue.
Fuck, I haven't watched Ghostbusters in a long time. Fuck, I like Ghostbusters. I guess I like Star Wars too, but I don't watch Star Wars all the time either. Hmm.
Thanks, Professor Nerd. I'm feeling a lot more knowledgeable about a fake thing now. Now about that sprite. Which one of you here was concerned with the resurrection of a fallen friend? Sniff, sniff, sniff. Was it you? It was you, wasn't it?
Huh?
Regardless, you're the only one left on this lily pad with any vested interest in whatever deceased member of that particular legume exhibit gets to rejoin us. And if my tally is correct, that's 4 torsos, but only 1 kernel. Vriska said that kernel was supposed to be for our potential resurrection purposes, and so was yours. Vriska, who's this now? No, can't say the name. Clinks a water bowl. In fact, it sounds very suspiciously like the name of someone who probably scampered off, leaving exactly this kind of moral dilemma to those of us who stayed put. So who is it going to be? A princely young wizard who wrought science through a wand, or a fishy young princess who never spoke once to Lalonde? What about other guy? The one thought half dead only? Or the girl who likes ships? 'Cause they may make her less lonely. Meowses, what a mystery.
Fucking watermark mode.
But seriously, that's all for me tonight, folks. I've sincerely adored hogging all your attention, and you've been wonderful.
Trails into the night. Oh my god. I gotta do this one too. Yeah. She's just. Yeah. Yeah. She's just gonna bring. She's just gonna bring Nepeta back, isn't she? Oh. Nepeta, come back. I prefer Fafetta. I'd be okay for Feta, not Nepeta. Oh my god, that's me. Wow. Wow. 10 path options. Wait a minute. You click and click, but nothing happens. This path selection screen seems to be broken. Looks like free will got greedy and overloaded the thing with choice, rendering the graphic up there completely useless except you guess a cool rollover thingy. For the first time ever in the over 9,000 page history of this website, you begin to feel slightly deceived. Oh, how could you have loved to taste how you would have loved to taste the fruit of free will one last time before this ride jerks our bodies to a deadly stop. Alas, it is not to be. You must proceed through all of these stupid options linearly, one by one. You click the link below as usual. Damn. Wait, I'll do this. Oh. Thank you for that. Next page. Okay. Oh, I forgot I was listening to like the Three Doors Down. Fuck, how was I listening to Three Doors Down? I don't listen to Three Doors Down. Might be loud.
I swear, could this day possibly get any stupider?
You're a meshy.
You're a mess.
You're a meshy.
Are you conscious?
That was a cheap shot last night. Yeah, bruh. Good enough. So, that was pretty fucking weird, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, a double count going on.
Dirk's still cooler here. That was your sister?
Sorta. But I guess she fused with her dead cat or something.
Dead cat?
The bottom line is we turned our backs for 2 seconds and a shenanigan happened. Pretty much business as usual. At least that's how it rolls for us. I don't know about you guys here.
No. Yeah. That's pretty much true here too.
Yeah?
I turned my back once. Never again.
What happened?
A muscular troll took my sprite. I then acquisited acquiesced into merging him with my jackass pair of sunglasses.
Oh, right. That guy. Yeah. What do you see, Dirk?
Well, it's just awkward. It really is just awkward. It's just pure awkwardness. I guess what else would you expect from these two?
So
So
indeed.
So is pretty much the thing we're saying.
That's our conjunction of choice, it seems. Fuck.
You guys looking so lame in front of your pseudo alternate timeline older brother. I guess you all pretty much showed up then.
You're a meshy, yeah, pretty much.
Like before I even got back. After the werewolf girl appeared and wait, what happened with that?
It's like a whole story, man. Mostly involving Vriska.
Vriska?
If you knew her, you'd know. That's all I had to say. You'd be like, oh, it's a Vriska thing. Okay, got it. Forget I asked. She brought you here to actually. She brought you here too, actually. Then jumped her ass in that window to go do whatever crazy bullshit she thinks she needs getting done.
Outright. Her. Then I guess stuff in this session is pretty much sorted out finally.
Shrug, maybe.
And we're about to do battle?
It seems like it.
Oh. Are we ready for that?
Kind of. Karkat made you some drawings, so
Are you ready?
I guess. I've got assorted shit.
Kill. Me too.
Yeah, I know. Mine's not that good.
That's too bad. What type of sword?
It's Welsh. I mean, possibly fake Welsh. I'm not that sure.
Well, mine's good.
I know.
It's Japanese?
For real?
No. I don't know. Probably fake Japanese.
Fake Japanese. Kind of like how all anime probably takes place in some kind of fake Japanese universe.
Something like that.
That's cool. Tough getting a sword from a place like that.
Yeah. This is so good. I fucking love these two. Sorry, I love this guy. I love these two and their interaction. Fuck. So, when are we supposed to fight?
God, I hope. You're a meshy god. I hope soon.
Damn. Fuck, they're so good.
Okay. Now that that little episode seems to be over, Roxy, maybe you can introduce us to your friend for real this time. Rose, I think you can come out from under that pillow now.
No. Ooh, you can see the background stuff happening in all the other conversations. Yeah. 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 So like the hilarious Cheshire Cat Rose already pointed out. This is my friend from the dead Callie, and she's super pretty. She was my web friend online for a long time, and Jane's too. Jane, you just saw her, but here she is again, alive and everything.
Hi. So good to see you again. Yes, likewise, Jane. And without your troll Sona, no less. This is your true form, I presume? I think both Roxy and the enthusiastic cat girl are correct. Your natural appearance is quite handsome. Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know how to reply to such remarks. Maybe it's because I can't bring myself to agree, no matter how nice it is for you to say so.
I hear ya. Taking compliments can be kind of hard sometimes. Like, if it's a weird subject for you, we can lay off. Callie, you are sub. Callie, you are surrounded by ass kissers. You should allow me to lick your face so I could make an objective determination.
Damn it, Terezi.
And, and it's the only way we'll know for sure. Though I'm being honest, you smell pretty ugly from where I'm standing.
Oh my god, you are terrible.
Please, John, I don't mean that in an unflattering way. I think having a skull for a head is pretty sick. If given the choice, I might rock the look myself, but I wouldn't stand for a bunch of cloying weenies sitting around calling me pretty. If that's how people reacted, that would even be the point. What would even be the point of looking like a badass skull girl in the first place?
I guess that is your opinion on that then. Thanks for sharing, Terezi. Don't listen to her, Callie. She's a weirdo.
She's the biggest weirdo, too. Oh, she's not smiling no more.
Damn. John's always picking on the blind girl.
So, anyway, regardless of how you feel about yourself, or whatever the rude troll may have to say, I think you are very cute. Even though you look a lot like your terrible brother, the fact that you are nice inside makes a huge difference. I think that when you're really a, I think that when you're really a good person deep down instead of an evil jerk, the skull monster look becomes a lot more charming.
Wow, thank you. You met my brother?
Yeah, he's garbage. I'm really sorry you had to grow up with him.
Me too.
I roughed him up a bit though, so it's all good. Ripped up his cape pretty good now.
He has a cape now?
Not anymore. Hey, look, there it is. Heh, nice.
What?
The ring. I helped track it down through time for Roxy so she could give it to you. It's so cool to see that it works.
Yes, I feel so much more substantial now.
You must be a really good friend to her for her to want to bring you back so much.
Yes, she's a good friend as I could ever hope for. But then, since you helped, I suppose I owe you just as much gratitude, don't I? Where'd I put my thingy-majig at? I misplaced a thingy-majig. That's a shame. Huh.
Nah, not really. I had to save the ring anyways, and it just seemed like the right thing to do, giving it to her since she was so worried about you. It should be a nice thing that is between you and her and you. I'm just a middleman.
Okay.
Anyway, it's really nice to meet the person who finally gets to wear the highly touted ghost ring. It probably means you are pretty special to end up with it. What do you think you will do with your life? Now that you're alive and free from your jerky bro.
Oh, wow. I hadn't thought about it. The idea is overwhelming, really.
Well, don't sweat it. You'll have a lot of time to figure it out. That's kind of the point of life, right? To take a lot of time floundering around figuring stuff out. The answer will come to you eventually. You should just try to have fun.
Oh.
Gow, troll grouch. John is so nice. Ah, it's fucking me up. I know. It's disgusting.
Excuse me, Callie. What happened after I woke up? We were following that mysterious path. Did you and Jade discover where that led?
Yes.
Yes, I met my other half self.
Ow, so you found her then?
Indeed. Or more likely, the timing in the furthest ring was right. Perhaps she sensed me in some way and untangled a path through the darkness. In other words, it felt more as though I was summoned, rather than being the one to find her. She seems tremendously powerful. She's also quite frightening.
Frightening.
That I think she's dangerous or has ill intent. My impression was that much of the contrary. Still, while speaking to her, remember even feeling I can't remember even ever feeling so nervous. Not even my brother made me feel that way. Her demeanor was so severe and chilling, and so unlike mine, I think.
Maybe that's why you felt weird, seeing a version of you that wasn't like you at all.
Maybe. So, what happened? Not much. My presence there essentially freed her from that place, according to a pact she made with Echidna. She and Jade then left to do what I don't know. That is when Roxy found me. So, you were only there to release her. Are you sure there isn't something important for you to do now that you're alive with us? I doubt it. For one thing, I have virtually no useful abilities. I don't mean to badger you. I'm just wondering how you fit into all this. Getting to wear a one of a kind ring and returning to join a group about to wage a pivotal battle. That strikes me as the profile of someone meant to do something important. What do you think you'll do?
Maybe it doesn't have to work that way, though. What if those are just some facts about her which let her come back to life, but they don't have to mean anything other than that? I like anything about having, like like anything about having to do some huge fancy thing.
I guess. First, first Dave tells me human beings don't have arcs, and now you're telling me the accumulation of an epic doesn't require a messianic archetype to return from the dead, thereby providing the key to everyone's salvation. I wonder what sturdy and time-tested narrative construct. I wonder why Jade is going to debunk whenever she wakes up. Maybe she will lay waste to the notion of endgame ships. Karkat won't be happy about that.
Huh? Okay, I don't know what stuff you're going on about there, but I just don't think she should feel like she has to do anything she doesn't want to do.
I think that I think the truth is I won't be doing much of anything. My other self told me as much. Her advice was just to live and exist as a version of us from whom that is an actual possibility. She's the one who will be doing important things. How so? She didn't say anything. Isn't that how it always is with alt selves? So cryptic.
Hey guys, it's been cool having y'all meet Callie and such, but do you think she could have a moment alone? Got some stuff I want to talk about. Boom. Is he gonna skip over this? I could see it skipping it. Oh, thank God. Uh, I'll hear it's cold outside and I'll hear like cracks occasionally. And I keep thinking about how the weather warnings this weekend um was mentioning exploding trees. That was a real thing. That is a real thing right now. Is exploding trees outside. And I hear a crack and I just wonder, is that an exploding tree? Uh,
You know, I've got to say, I've really turned around on horses.
What?
Horses. I used to hate them.
No, Vriska, don't become a horse girl.
No. I developed this weird superstition about them. About how they're cursed or something, and when they're around, they can only lead to bad things happening. Don't you remember how I was going on and on about that a while ago at the amusement park?
Oh, guess so.
But we've been hanging around them for a while now, and everything's been fine. More than fine, actually. So yeah, horses are okay in my book. What do you think, Mina?
About what?
Horses.
They okay. Kind of dumb and smelly. Be making like fucked up sounds out of their big ass snouts and flopping lips.
Yeah, reminds me of the weird sounds that used to come from my neighbor's hive at weird hours of the night.
The fuck?
Don't even ask, because I don't know.
Damn. Aqueous just every single like up until this point you could like make certain arguments about Aqueous and certain things about like the the high art but this and how just being a high art only, this just like ruined that completely. uh Fuck. School. Hmm.
So enough about stupid animals whose presence have no rational explanation anyway. What do you want to do today?
Today?
Yeah,
There is no today.
you know what I mean. Within the ambiguous time frame that would loosely correlate with a single rotation of a planet. Any ideas?
Nah.
Come on, we can't just spend all of our days hanging out in this idyllic, bizarrely patented cliffscape with all these stinking idiot quadrupeds. We should go exploring some more bubbles.
We explored an awful lot already. Ain't they sort of all the same by now?
I mean, roughly speaking, yeah. They're all arbitrarily memory collages, I guess. But there's always something new to see every time. Those ridiculous memories will. Whose ridiculous memories will we visit next? Like some nutty version of Kanai who became a god tier in some totally ludicrous version of our session? Or maybe a version of John who never even played the game at all. Maybe he went outside to look for the game and his fatherly luscious backed over him with his car. Or what about your friends? They're always fun. Like the Petta's ancestor, the deaf one. She's a riot. Plus she has this Plus she has a fascinatingly dark history, which her memories always seem to hint at. Or Erden's douchier clone. I know you have a great time whenever you get the chance to own him. So what do you say?
I don't know.
But you seem so bored. If you're bored, doesn't it make sense to get out and try to have fun?
Not really.
But why?
Because it doesn't sound that fun. Just sounds like the same shit as always. Like, exactly like dreams.
Dreams?
They are dream bubbles after all.
Yeah, but I don't.
Dreams are also like a crazy fantasy ride full of big shit that make no sense. It's a great time in theory, and I guess when you're younger, it's fun. Maybe you even look forward to sleeping to see what the great Mr. Sandclam has in store for you next. But after sweeps and sweeps of dreaming, you get used to it. It's just the same bogus crap your stupid brain is just shuffling up and serving you again and again. So you stop paying attention and just ride out your sleep. Then get back to business in the real world like a legit person with cool plans.
Huh. I don't think I've had the same experience, honestly. Sounds like kind of a bummer to look at the dreaming that way. Look at dreaming that way. I've always liked dreaming. I mean, unless they were awful dreams, which was fairly often, but I'd never say I really got bored of them.
Yeah, well, you are a bit younger than me.
I am. Heh. Yeah, I guess so. I never thought about it.
Then again, we fuchsia ladies, we should have to get used to being around people younger than us for our full lives, like much younger. Or at least I'd have to if I was actually alive.
I guess you're right about that too. That's pretty fucked up to think about, actually. That if you were alive, you'd have to deal with existing nearly forever. Almost as fucked up as the fact that you have to exist nearly forever while dead too. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
You seem really down.
No, I'm cool.
Are you sure?
Meh. Maybe not. Don't matter.
What's wrong?
No thing.
You know you can talk to me, right?
Yeah.
So tell me,
I don't know what's wrong. I'd tell you if I knew.
Are you depressed?
Huh. Shrug.
It sounds to me like you may be depressed about something, or just in general.
I don't know. Damn Fishka.
Hey, it's okay to be depressed. I think I think just because you're dead, that doesn't necessarily let you off the hook from having psychological problems. I'm pretty sure I proved that myself on more than one occasion already.
Yeah.
So talk to me. Maybe I can help.
What's the big deal? I don't wanna.
Sigh, Mina.
What? I'm not good at, like, talking about me.
That's all you ever talk about.
No, I mean, in a not aggrandizing way.
Oh,
No.
What are you gonna do?
oh my god. I'm not ready for this conversation. I'm not ready for this like these like dialogues to go. But I feel like it's gonna like be over. Like it's gonna be there's gonna be a short-lived dialogue. Dialogue log. Dialogue log. Uh. Yeah, this is what I assumed. Something like this. Sorry if I'm interrupting. Whatever the fuck is going on here, but I'm afraid I'm going to need that treasure. Fuck, I don't get to see shit. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Okay, okay. Smoke. Yes. Shit. Okay. Hope you don't mind. I pull you off the side like this. Away from the nice pals for a little 1+1. Rocks and cow time. I might be greedy as shit. I don't mind at all. I'm still getting used to the concept of in-person socialization at all. Let alone with many people. And yes, you may be greedy, but if so, then so am I by the exact same standard. Oh. Fuck yes. Like a couple of friendship burglars picking each other's pockets and all shifty eyed and looking for out for cops, but also giggling, I guess, because that is in the spirit of the scenario in question. Yes, I can't believe you're really here. It hardly seems real after all these years and how you were just like a mystery friend online. And then how worried I was we might lose you forever. Oh, lose you for good. But now, wow. I know. So you and Jane and Jade were hanging out. Yes, it was great. We drew and told stories. I heard you died, so I was holding out some hope that you would show up too. And you did eventually. Just not the version of you I expected. I never dared to think you would bring me this gift. Well, I swore I would, and John kind of double swore he would help. Damn, the kid is persistent. I like him. He's easy to talk to. Yeah, I've read about him, of course. The reality of someone standing in front of you is quite different from what you read about them in a text. But then, I have no idea how accurate anything I read is anymore. I always believe I was in possession of the text, which decoded your future, and I behaved towards all of you in in a sly and knowing manner, avoiding spoilers and such. That was probably presumptuous of me, though. In hindsight, I clearly didn't know that much. I certainly didn't read anything about my own involvement. I never could have imagined being here. You were still helpful, though. You were the force in our lives that gave us hope that we could all get together someday.
Going down that road has been crazy and by no means a smooth ride. I'm losing count of all the times it looked like everything was about to break or catch fire, or actually did break and catch fire, resulting in loads of dismay. But when you look back, every time things went to shit, there was always something constructive about that turn of events, something that was necessarily for the good outcome to happen at all. So whenever something stupid happens, like some a-hole gets a bonehead idea to steal a ring, and then everyone dies horribly at the time, you think you're just gonna curl up and cry yourself into a weepy non-existence. Maybe those aren't even bad realities. Maybe they are as important as any, and so are and so are all the experiences that you had in them. So are the experiences of everyone who died, because you don't just get to say your experiences are more important or significant just because you happen to be someone who survived longer. I guess what I'm saying is, I'm grateful you let me go on this adventure, and not even in spite of the hardship it involved. I just had a little time to think about it in the Firefly nothing space. And I think all of it was good. I'm happy that I could play such a role in your lives. I don't know if I deserve much credit for these positive revelations about your journey, though. You're the one who's been on the adventure. I've barely taken a step for my first step. I spent all my life in my room, and then every moment in the afterlife cowering in fear. It's only now that true participation is even a possibility. But even so, I really doubt I'll have much to offer. My other self, who I just released, I think she is poised to do something much more significant. What do you think she'll do?
I have no clue.
But she told you to live right.
Yes,
By which I can only assume she meant, yo, live it up, girl. Like, go shopping or something. Or rocket down the highway in a convertible with cash flying out the back.
that is not the sort of sentiment I can imagine coming from her under any circumstance. But yes, maybe something to the effect of encouraging me to enjoy my existence as communicated by a more typical, truly a social member of my species. Really, what I took from it was, she is the real one with all the power and relevance now, and I am the spare, a civilian in a sense, like in a war, and the only use for civilians from a militaristic mindset are those are as those who live their lives in whatever completely irrelevant way they choose to. They are the collateral at stake, the ones from for whom the war is theoretically fought, but whose lifestyles, choices, happiness, and such hold no concern whatsoever for those fighting on their behalves. This, I think, is the mindset of a cherub, of cherubs of her alignment. As protectors, it is the relationship they have with those they protect, and so that is probably the relationship she believes she has with me.
You make it sound like she is the legit Callie and you are the afterthought. Like the one from the funky reality that didn't go right.
Technically, her timeline was doomed by her predomination alone. Even so, yes, it does feel as though my reality was the oddity. Cherubs were never supposed to grow up like me, exposed to other caring people and learning from them. It made me different and unfit to predominate, yet ironically, this was requisite for the timeline success, and it was necessary for you all to begin your journey as well.
So, this seems like an example of what I was just saying, actually. The story of two Callies. Neither is really important, more important, and your timelines can't really be described as the good one or the bad one. There were good and bad things about both way stuff went down, and different qualities to the people you became. Her life sounds like it was harsh and lonely in its own way, but it sort of paid off because she got to beat her brother, but then got arbitrarily punished for that outcome because it wasn't supposed to happen. And then finally you meet her and free her or something, so she presumably gets to go off and do something badass. Then there's you, who had probably an even more challenging upbringing, getting so hassled by your bro, and he killed you, I guess, because the way the deck was shuffled, he had the edge this time. But the upshot was you got to have all these great friends who cared about you and helped you become the nice person you are who means a lot to other people. And now you get to live whatever kind of life you want and be completely free from all that crummy stuff you grew up with. Who cares if you aren't as strong as her or don't have the wicked power she does or some important mission to do? You both came from perfectly legitimate realities, and IMHO, you are both equally valuable. And both of those realities seem to be tied together. She can't do her mysterious. She can't do her mysterious baddest thing unless you make it all the way through your journey and free her. And your reality was the thing setting the stage for this huge multiversal vortex or of problems, which after a cajillion fucking epochs. I really never learned how to properly say that word. She was always meant to resolve in some way, and that doesn't mean your life was like a means to an end in a big cosmic sense. I think it's more like you are the end, or one of the ends. You and me, and everyone who made it, and everyone who didn't. So that means you don't have to be able to do a lot of super special shit to validate your identity as the real version of yourself. The only validation you need is being who you are, because no one can be that person but you.
Those are very inspiring things to hear, Roxy. I hope you are right, but even so, I think I would still like to be useful.
You can be. You can help me out.
How?
I know you aren't a god tier anything, or probably never did much to get in touch with your aspect, but maybe that doesn't matter. You are space, right?
Yes, Muse of Space.
Sounds cool.
It is cool, I think, especially having seen what I could have been.
Now, well, that potential has to be inside you somewhere, actually. It's one reason I wanted you to be with me here for a while, aside from catch up a bit.
What do you need me to do?
Nothing really. Just be here with me while I try this. I don't know why, but I feel like your presence will help. And if nothing else, I just like having you here. Makes me feel better about trying to focus on this weird little chore.
But you think my aspect is relevant? What do you think my aspect is relevant?
Maybe. I think space is related to this in some abstract way I can't put my finger on. I gotta make this egg, see? But it isn't really just an egg. It's this hella complicated egg in both its biological design and everything it represents for the future of an entire civilization. And I don't know. And I don't have the genetic or chemical or molecular blueprints for it or anything. I have to figure it out using just thought, like ideas that are basic and live in a prima primordial prima. Why is it when I read a word it's like messes me up more? I've said this word. I know this word.
Primordial.
Primordial. Thank you. Uh, sort of quasi consciousness. So I've built the idea of this egg in some way before I do anything, which means trying to grasp its reality and what it represents. It's like a funky little construct of biological propagation, and I think that intersects with the nature of space. At least we have come to understand it. The propagation of space is really just some profound cosmological feat of reproduction. That is that is a literally biological process, right? Pretty much. So to make this egg as a rogue of void, what I'm doing here is something kind of insane. You yourself told me once how I'd be able to do this crazy shit.
I did.
I'll be like probing nothingness for an idea, a pretty complicated idea in this case, and pulling the idea from an unreality. So maybe if I'm right and a closer connection to the nature of space will help me locate that idea. Almost like standing next to an antenna to boost the signal of that idea. then maybe my chances will be better. And hey, even if not, it's just nice to have a friend nearby while you try to do something hard. Bah. Okay, now we're on to huh. Oh. Hmm.
What do you think they're talking about over there?
I suspect Roxy wants some time to catch up with an old friend. I'm sure I would want the same if I hadn't just had an extensive reunion with her myself.
How are the Striders doing? They're doing their best. They're really doing their best. And then oh damn, they're just putting it all out in open. Hmm, hmm.
I'm sure I would want the same if I hadn't just had an extensive reunion with her myself.
Yeah, I guess we should just chill out and give them a moment. It isn't quite time to head out to our battle station yet, so we might as well try to relax until it is.
I imagine it's a lot easier to relax when another version of yourself hasn't been hijacked by your dead cat.
Yeah, it probably is. Maybe you should try not to let her bug you, Rose. She seems harmless enough. Plus, she's pretty funny.
Sounds suspiciously like the advice of someone who's never had to deal with an outlandish alternate version of himself.
Hey, I've bumped into other Johns a few times. Can't say the experience has been anything other than perfectly agreeable.
You mean You mean Johns that were essentially time duplicates in the course of your retcon quest?
Yes.
Those don't count. Those were just regular Johns. What I'm saying is, you never had to deal with the John who was like half Harry Anderson and half Maplehoof and the dear departed pony.
Wow, that sounds great.
Come to think of it, you're the only one of us who hasn't. I mean, of our original group of friends. Dave had Bird Dave, Jade had Dog Jade, and now I have Cat Rose. Why were you let off the hook?
I don't know. Guess you guys are just luckier than me.
Even putting aside the wildest unwelcome body horror slapstick routine she represents, the machine gun salvo of opprobrious, ugh, I can't read, remarks and conduct which my cat is apparently capable of releasing from my subconscious. I'm not sure where this leaves me.
What do you mean?
I feel like I felt like I understood my place. I'd gotten myself in order somewhat. My beverage decisions had gotten more reasonable. I was ready to bear down and play my part in finishing this. I could even handle a stray rose sprite brought to my doorstep by my sweet imbecile of a pet. Idiotic though that was, I was still clearly Rose Prime. But can I really claim that now? She's a sprite squared. How is that even a thing? Can someone tell me how that is even a thing? I I can't tell you. Uh, I can't tell you how it's even a thing. I think we are all just as flabbergasted as you at this thing, Enos. What's next? Is there a sprite cubed or a? Let's not even entertain this avenue of thought. The point is, she must be quite powerful, insightful, and in spite of the beast she rents headspace out to, intelligent as well. She arguably have more claim to being real Rose than I do?
I don't think being the real Rose necessarily means being the one who is more outgoing and chatty and powerful and stuff. I'm not sure it means anything. I think maybe we should try to drop this stuff about who is the real version of who anyway. It's weird, and it just hurts people's feelings.
I don't care if it hurts feeling, or I don't care if my feelings are hurt, though. I just want to know where I stand.
I really don't think she is that threatening to you. Believe me, you still seem. Believe me, you still seem. Where was I? Wait. Believe me, you still seem like the rules I always knew, whereas she doesn't quite. It seems to me she is a lot more interested in having fun and zipping around like a silly lunatic than usurping you as the main rose.
Sure, that is what she wants you to think.
But what do you care? I thought you heard the other Rose say, before she was a kid, that she liked the idea of being some sort of backup Rose. Do you not feel that way too?
I. mm, That was a different context. I probably would have felt the same way if I found myself in her exact situation. Funny is ASL coming from John LMAO, considering his issues with Dave Sprite way back. This is Rose's mother issues again, isn't it? Oh, I hit the backspace. No! Ah. Ah. Yeah, but that's Dave's sprite though. That's not even close to this. Come on. Fuck. To share the concept. Oh wait. Jaspero's changes is everything though. Now I feel a certain responsibility. Like I have to really step up.
Step up?
Yes. To make sure I stay regarded as an exemplary model, to provide assurances that the concept of roseness itself doesn't degrade due to the black market peddlers of substandard shit. Basically, I need to defend the integrity of the brand.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. I just missed you so much.
My brand misses you too, John.
Your brand has a good taste in friends. And it kicks ass.
Nerds.
Hey, how do you think Kanaya and Karkin are doing?
They're probably getting a stern earful of roiling monster patois? Patuis? Right about now.
Do you think they'll be successful
At what?
at talking to a monster? I don't know.
I think Karkat will successfully fail to understand at the monster and possibly also successfully shout at the monster. Kanaya, I think, will probably successfully do something sensible in response to whatever the monster demands.
So, you think they're going to pull it off then?
I'm still not sure what it is, but yes.
Well, the idea was to release the frog, I think.
You think so?
That's what Vriska said.
Vriska said a lot of things. That's the basic idea, yes. But monsters can be complicated. Regardless, I think the right person was summoned to handle it.
You really trust Kanai, don't you?
Sure.
To change the subject too hard into something maybe you don't want to talk about because of your brand. But I think you make a nice couple.
You do?
Yes, I thought so last time I was hanging out with you and you both in a screwed up timeline, but didn't say anything then. I think it's still true. I'm glad it didn't change when I retconned some things.
I am too.
Maybe that means it's a strong relationship if it can survive God, whatever the hell happened. A hard 3-year reboot, and then the sudden presence of Vriska?
When you put it that way, it really does sound like you were trying to fuck us up.
Nerds. Brr.
Nerds.
Terezi, shush.
What? What? I've just been minding my own business and in no way whatsoever saying anything directed at a couple of silly nerds saying dorky things.
No, you said nerds twice. You always say nerds when in earshot of other people who are just being friendly.
Isn't it weird how you're making this observation and no one else is?
What? No.
Meaning, maybe I only say it when the pair of nerds in earshot happens to include you.
Um,
Ah, What was that look?
What look?
What?
What was that look?
What look?
That look you just gave me.
I didn't give you a look, dingus.
Yes, you did. Don't look at me like that.
What? Whatever, whatever look you think I gave you, it was your imagination. It is possible you may be flattering yourself, Egbert.
Whatever. Hey, what are you even still doing here? Weren't you going to go with Dave and get ready for battle?
Yes, I'm just giving him and his bro some time to themselves first. I am sure they could use it. And whatever the hell is going on between them, the last thing I want to do is involve myself. That sounds even more awkward than lingering around you goofy bunch of nerds being all cute and mushy with your human family and friendship stuff.
Yeah, you sure do sound put off by it, all hanging out on every word and such.
It takes the will of iron, trust me.
Uh-huh. But yeah, I actually do agree. It does sound pretty awkward to be around Dave and his bro while they, get to know each other, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how well Dave really even know his, a, his adult bro, actually, aside from bogusly idolizing him in a way that was really transparent that he didn't. I wonder how different Dirk is from him, if at all.
I wouldn't be the one to I wouldn't be the one to ask.
What do you think, Rose?
I don't think there's anyone who could answer that. I suspect literally no one in the history of anywhere has ever met both people until, as of now, Dave himself.
I hope Dave is okay.
I guess I should go back and look at all these. Oh, he has Carcat's like computer. Did I already see that? I think I already seen that already though. Huh? Boom. Oh. Pop. She did it. Oh. Hell yes. Oh. Some throwbacks. Egg. Boom. Okay. What time am I at? About 2 hours? Okay. And she's back. It's me again. Murmur perp. Cat sound, stretch. Miss me, Rose. Did you know I love you? Weird thing for me to say to you, for you to hear, probably. Egg. God, I love Roxy. Roxy's pretty good. I inherited the adoration of our cat for you, which now strangely is directed with the exact same intensity at myself because I'm you. Funnily enough, this manifests itself in a particularly acute form of narcissism, which is something we were already sort of afflicted by, and so was our cat by the very nature of the sort of animal he was. The bottom line is, I'm pretty twisted up inside in all the most beautiful ways and wonderful, and it's wonderful. It really is. Oh, that's good. As much as I enjoy getting a load of that gorgeous whiskerless mug of yours, it's not actually why I dropped by. I'm here on a curt matter of business with Jane. Huh? We have to prepare for our healing duties, hammer out our strategy and such, really sink our claws into the expensive upholstery of that problem. But first, I've somewhere to take you. What? Where? Where? Boom. Ha ha. Uh, good. This is good. This is a good duo.
there's someone who you really must meet before we all start skittering across the great laminated floor of combat. As a ghostly spiritual guide of whomever my whims decide, I should be serving any given moment. I can allow another second to pass without introducing the two of you. Who this way? Oh, oh shit! Is it? Is it gonna be the? What would the Dedison be? Or would it even be this? Or would that just be like the heroes then? Oh, it's Nana. Beautiful. Jane, meet Jane. What are we here for now? Oh, okay.
You can stick here with the others until this all blows over.
With who exactly?
Jade, she's sleeping. Keep an eye on her, okay?
Yes, of course. I'd be happy to.
Also, a man they call the Mares is here. I don't know much about the dude myself, but apparently he is a hell of a guy. Give him my regards.
I will. Oh shit, Callie and the mayor? Oh my god, let me just see the mayor again.
So, yeah, if we make it through this, I'll come back for you, and then we figure out what happens next. I can't wait. Hope you're not sick of hearing it yet. I'm still psyched you're with us.
Of course, I'm not sick of it.
It is just, Callie, in times such as these, you know, words have trouble cutting it in. Come here. Keep me in your thoughts, okay? In the luckiest and magiciest way you know how.
I will. Roxy.
Now, if you excuse me.
Hmm.
I got a delivery to make.
Oh, I keep forgetting to look at these. Oh, you're fucking psychotic, bro.
Hmm. Maybe we should go over this again because honestly, I'm still not sure I get it.
You're a meshy what?
Who are we actually fighting again? Jack Noir?
Yeah. You're a meshy. Yeah. Well, one version of Noir. There's a shitload of them, though.
Which one is this?
He's yours.
Ours?
Yeah. The one from your session.
But our Jack spent months in prison. Months in prison.
Well, I guess he broke out. He's kind of a huge fucking deal now.
When did this happen?
I have no idea. I wasn't here.
I guess neither was I.
He's got Lord English powers, though. He's apparently just wretched fucking news.
Damn.
He's going to be hard to beat, even armed with our ultimate weapons. Even armed with the ultimate weapon. Some swords.
Sounds like some shit is going down. Let's not downplay our sword gambit though. I've yet to encounter a problem where a sword didn't factor into the solution, at least in some way.
I bet.
Bear in mind, I haven't actually solved many problems over the course of my life, but the ones I have, man, swords proved hells of instrumental.
What do you mean you didn't solve many problems? Didn't you program robots and stuff?
I guess I meant real problems involving people.
Oh, those.
Damn. So Jack has learned English powers.
Yep. Yep. You're a meshy, yep.
Does that have anything to do with Jake?
Not according to my current understanding of a mostly nonsensical body of information.
What does it actually mean then?
Not sure. Mostly that he's really hard to kill, I guess.
Okay, well, that's decent intel, I get at least.
He might be vulnerable to Welsh things too. Don't quote me on that because it will make me sound like an idiot.
All right. Boom. Those are great. English took his name because defeated him the one. Do you know when he arrives?
I already said I don't know.
Right.
Guesstimate.
Guesstimate.
Not soon enough is my best guess, and I guess also my opinion.
Oh. Is everything all right?
Sure.
It just seems like maybe you aren't that into this. Or at least not as much as I was. Whenever I imagined the possibility of us meeting.
Were you? Were you?
Yeah, I guess I'm not doing a very good job of showing it now. I think that's probably just what I'm like though.
You don't say.
I mean, when it comes to people in general, but probably especially people who are an important part of my life.
So, you're a meshy, so you think I'm an important part of your life?
Yes?
You don't actually know me though, not this me. And I'm pretty sure you didn't know the other guy either.
That's not true.
What is it about me that's important then?
I'm not sure how to answer.
Why?
Because I'm getting the sense that you might disapprove of whatever I might say. Maybe you'll think it's weird that I idolize some version of you that I never knew.
Idolized?
See, it seems like you think it's weird. Yeah. I shouldn't have said anything.
I don't know if that's weird. I just can't process it.
Why?
Because maybe not anything to do with you per se, but how I view my bro, and I've got to say, meeting you, it's not rocking my world here or upending my any paradigms of or whatever. Listening to you and looking at you, you're a meshy. It really just reminds me of him. I know you're different and all, and also like a kid, I guess. But you don't feel that different, and hearing anything like that, like about idolization or like you were actually looking forward to this in any sincere way, is kind of fucking jarring.
Huh. So like things between you and me from your perspective, are we like not cool? Well,
Well, here's well, I guess. I didn't fucking like you that much, okay.
oh. Why not?
Honestly, I don't know if I want to get into it.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Okay, actually, maybe I will get into it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know why my friends got to have adults around who cared about them. They complained bitterly about stuff, so I guess I convinced myself they were all in the same boat as me. But that's not how it was. You're a meshy. Their complaints were trumped up nonsense, and I bought it cause I don't know. I didn't have any frame of reference, but his dad and her mom, no matter what they said, it was so obvious they cared about them deeply. Even Jade's weird fucking grandpa who died when she was young obviously would have done anything for her. Why did I get such a raw cut of it, the asshole deck? Why did it take me so long to figure that out? And like, he's dead now, so that's that. So all that's left to do is look back and try to put the pieces together of my first 13 years. And all I can think is, what the fuck was that? I don't come away with that impression I used to try convincing myself of. that he was like mysterious or stern or aloof. The only feeling left is this insane impression that I was raised by somebody who fucking hated me.
And damn. And then jump scared on my feed. Oh, hello.
And the whole act of even raising a child was some totally fucked up game to him. Like, parenthood was one of the highest tiers of irony in his solemn bullshit bro ninja code. So when he went through those motions and did whatever he thought was funny or badass, but under that weird stylistic and totally sociopathic approach to parenting, I can't even imagine there was any emotion towards me other than some sort of loathing.
What did he do? My favorite page ever. This is a good time to join. It's a pretty solid page so far.
I don't want to get the laundry. I don't want to get out the laundry list. But for reference, laundry wasn't one of those things. That was just one of the many little domestic things I just had to sort of figure out. Sort of like I eventually had to learn what the real purpose of refrigerator was from movies.
Wait, what?
I don't know. There's too much to get into. I don't remember the atmosphere ever not being nerve-wracking. All having to sneak around and my shitty childhood spider senses are tingling just thinking about it. It was training, you know.
A series contender for one of the best conversations in the comic.
But, you know, what it really was like was some vicious shit that was bad and sucked, and I hated it. It didn't make me stronger. It did the opposite. It made me never want to fight. It made me never want to see blood or be near danger or hear metal sounds. It made me hate the idea of being a hero because he was a hero and he ruined the idea of heroism. I don't even want to be fighting this shitty version of Jag, but hey, nobody else has a secret Welsh powers, so I guess I have to. What gets me is how long it took me to put all this together, to stop seeing it as some kind of roughhousing and eccentric life I had, but was otherwise normal. It took years to deconstruct it all and put it back together to understand how fucking mad I should be. And in particular, how stone cold deeply uncared for I was my whole life. Like being merely monitored by a violent robot. I only started getting it after spending a lot of time in person with a bunch of people who actually did care about me. And I could actually start feeling like actually somewhat human for the first time instead of some sort of runty afterthought to a household cabal of smutty puppets.
Puppets?
The fucking puppets. I know how it sounds, but I am not joking. And there is no shred of doubt in my mind that he loved all those puppets more than me. Honestly, it's very possible that he was just insane, and that's that. I guess it didn't help either that we lived with what we have to come to understand may theoretically be the most evil doll to exist in any universe. The fucking puppets. In fact, it's my tenuous understanding that he came down to Earth with that thing and like actually grew up with it. Maybe spending 30 some years being unseparated from that hell puppet had some sort of effect on him. Maybe if it hadn't been casting a pall over our apartment 24/7 since he took me in, grinning, glaring, laughing in my sleep, maybe our lives wouldn't have been quite so. Maybe we would have,
What? What are you gonna say?
Dave.
Okay. You okay there?
Yeah,
That doll, that was Cal, right?
yeah.
Right. My version is empty, apparently, whatever that means.
You're a Meshi, huh? How do you know that?
A source, one supposedly knowledgeable in jujus. I never quite knew what that meant, though.
Well, whatever his was, empty is never how I would have described it. Man, I don't know. If I figured something out here, like explain something, or if I'm just driving myself crazy with the talk and nothing even needs explaining, it doesn't change my past or how I feel about him. He was still pretty much awful no matter what the reason, and I'm sure that's the only feeling I'll ever have about him. So who cares why it was like that?
Yeah. Sorry, I feel bad for Dirk
right now. Like really bad for Dirk. Um, I probably should be thinking more about Dave, but I'm feeling like awful about Dirk. Like, fuck, man. Damn. Uh, Dave's role was so far in the clouds he became a monster of a family member. Oh god. But yeah, fuck. I feel sorry for Dirk here though. Damn. Nothing goes well for Dirk. Just nothing does ever. Even when he like there's like nothing he can do to make shit go right. It's fuck sad. Oh, kind of sad. He out of a lot of the characters in like the comic, right? He's probably one of the characters who tries to do things the most, right? But he's never really rewarded for doing that, right? Because he always like fucks up, kind of, or he's just really bad at people, and that ends up fucking things up. Uh, fuck. Uh, see what Dirk says now in response. I guess still both of them. Hmm. That all sounds really bad. I don't know what to say though. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. And that just reminds you so much of him for obvious reasons. I don't want to make you feel worse or make it sound like I'm offering a defense for him or me, because I don't have one for either of us. Fuck. You're a meshy. Come on, man. You didn't do anything. This is just some douchebag with your exact DNA who happened to grow up to be my bro. You had a completely different life full of like different choices and actions and stuff. And even if you were gonna turn out like him, you've barely cleared the halfway mark on actually chronologically getting there. In some way, ranting about all this is probably just uncool of you because you aren't him. You are not responsible for any of this shit. But I'm sort of implicitly tacking it on you anyway. So sorry about that.
I'm not sure if it's true though. At least I don't feel that way.
What way?
That I'm not him. The fact is, I am. It's something I've come to understand about myself. All splinters of me are basically me, no matter how much I want to resist the truth or pretend they aren't reflecting my own qualities back at me. I bear a certain responsibility for all of them.
Splinters?
Yeah, I guess the concept isn't that unique to me. We've all got other versions of ourselves running around here and there throughout the various compartments of this messed up cosmos.
Right.
I just happen to be particularly connected to mine. I felt haunted by them. And what that really means is I'm perpetually haunted by my own bad qualities. So when I hear about stuff I did in another reality, I'm not sure what my adult self might have ever tried to do to atone for that stuff, if anything.
Pretty much dick squat.
Yeah, but in any case, oh yeah, this part. I'm sure I was completely in the wrong, and I'm sorry I messed up your life. Oh.
Damn. Thanks, but it still feels a little odd accepting an apology from somebody who I just met and technically had nothing to do with my life. And if you do feel guilty, splinter ways or whatever, it is just a messed up situation, and I guess I had to vent. And there was never anyone or I wanted to say all that to. And the only thing that was gonna drag it out of me, I guess, was like a teen stand-in phantom of my dead bro. Just seems just some perfectly innocent dude having to take the brunt of this shit. Damn.
I'm not particularly innocent, though. I've messed up a lot of things with my friends. Honestly, that's why I wasn't that bent on sticking around when I showed up, and pretty much just jumped at the offer to fly here to get ready for some yet to be explained battle. Battles are easy, just you, a sword, some bad guys. A lot simpler than having to answer for things you did. For the most part, I feel pretty bad about this role I've played in my friends' lives, especially Jake.
What happened there?
I don't even know. An unmitigated disaster for which I'm entirely to blame. It's not any one thing. I think I was just a completely toxic element in his life from day one. I don't know what he's doing now. I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to avoid me as much as possible. I'm sure that's for the best. I think I need to stay out of his business for a good while so I don't risk poisoning another innocent kid's life like I did with you, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a little different because relationships between peers is a whole other thing. It's tricky shit, and you're both figuring stuff out on a relatively equal footing, and you're both at the same point in your lives. It's not like when one person is older and supposed to be a lot more. Never mind, this is a fucked up thing to ask about. But the bottom line is, yeah, laying low while you sort out your stuff can't hurt.
Yeah, right. So, right, the thing with that, with my adult self's ways, the sad thing is, I can really see it. How someone like me can go unchecked in life and turn out to become a much worse person than I already am. I guess I'm just relieved I still have some time to make sure that doesn't happen.
You don't actually seem like a bad person to me, though.
No?
Nah,
Why not? We did just meet after all.
because Fetch, you're a meshy. I don't know. If truly bad people wrestle so much with whether they're good or bad, I think if I ever sensed my bro like struggling at all with what he was doing or who he was, or showed any sort of doubt that he might have changed everything, but there was never a crack in it, or the slightest hint of introspection behind the aggressive, cool dude facade. If there was, I sure never noticed. I mean, personally, I think about it all the time now. What it actually means to be good or bad, or if not, something that's starkly moral. At least, at least, you're a meshy. At least just trying to examine the difference between being decent and being a douche. Maybe it's because of him I worry about that now. But for me, I think that internal struggle is kind of mild. For him, or you, I mean. It sounds like some pretty dark shit, like grappling with becoming evil versus simply trying not to.
Yeah, that's not too far off.
But the point is, even just talking to you a little bit, it's obvious you've been fighting with that, which means you care enough to put in some effort. I think that counts for something.
This is good character dialogue so far. Oh, so good, yes. Fuck. Dark. Hmm. Maybe. Not sure if I'm ready to accept a pat on the back for recognizing I have some problems and worrying about whether they'll destroy me and fuck up the people I care about. That might be setting the bar kind of low.
Well, when it comes to the subject of him, the bar's already pretty low, dude.
The weird thing is, honestly, is that it's actually kind of refreshing to hear a sincerely leveled critique of all my negative qualities coming from another person interested in a relationship with me, rather than from a fucked up iteration of myself as some bizarre, trollish form of self abuse. The only thing I've ever been exposed to are either various forms of self loathing, either from me or my autoresponder, or attitudes completely oblivious to my real issues as expressed through my friends. My friends always seem to cut me so much slack, or were just never aware of the kind of person I really was. Well, Jake probably is, by now at least. But he was also sort of the guy who just as likely to blame himself for stuff I did. And he is to blame as he is to blame me. Jade and Roxy, though, never seemed never seemed to see anything wrong with me, if anything, just the contrary. Roxy in particular had a certain fixation. She meant well, but was so enamored of me and seemingly everything I did, which to think was the last thing I needed, to be idolized in some form by other people I respected. I had enough of that feeling coming from within, particularly when I was younger. And since then, I've been plagued by the insane ego of my youth, and the form of an artificial intelligence I designed, which essentially trapped that state of mind in a sort of horrid suspended animation until recent developments, of course.
So, was that stuff true when you said you idolized the other version of me?
Yeah,
And not just some bullshit like how I used to say the same thing about my bro when I didn't know better.
it's definitely not like that. I never lived with him or met him, so couldn't have anything like the contentious relationship you had with my older self. He was a historical figure from centuries ago. There was a lot of to admire and think about fondly, especially since I was alone and never had any direct contact with another person or any concept of civilization. So even though I'm sure I romanticized what his life was like in the early 21st century in general, it was nice to think about you. I pass a lot of time that way.
You said there was a lot to admire. Like what?
Well, he was pretty famous, made some successful movies, at least under somewhat expansive definition of success, and even more expansive definition of movie. His work accumulated a lot of subversive political influence, which got him in trouble later. He made like a million bullshit statues of liberty, scummed them up with JPEG artifacts, and littered them all over the planet.
Holy shit.
He was also a pretty badass swordsman and an active member of the resistant movement. He started the clown presidents on the roof of the White House and flew away on a shitty skateboard. Then it seemed he gave the battered witch a pretty good run for her money. It wasn't enough, but at least he wasn't down. At least he went down fighting.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to hear more details on this sometime.
Sure, but as you can tell, clearly there was a lot to look up to. I thought about the examples you set constantly, the creative ideals, the advanced theories on irony and humor, the tales of courage and martial prowess. Oh, uh, uh, really, I modeled everything about myself after you, or at least everything good that I was trying to become. And I probably spent an embarrassing amount of time imagining what it would be like to live during his time and to be able to have some resembling, something resembling a sibling relationship or be in some sort of master apprentice situation. When I finally learned you existed and started to understand who he really was in relation to me, that put a lot into context. I realized he was a version of you who got a chance to live up to his full potential. And when I understood there was a young version of you in a situation sort of like mine, those whose time on Earth got cut short when you were thrown into all this, I was at least happy to think there was some reality where you got the chance to do everything you wanted to do, be successful, and fight for all the right things, even if ultimately it didn't lead to a great outcome for humanity. You had an opportunity to live a full life and show what you were made of. Well, I guess I had the same opportunity on your world, somewhat less fortunately.
Yeah. You're a meshy, yeah, but then for all my bitching, I guess I still never grasped your full reality. Just like probably didn't grasp mine. Like you probably didn't grasp mine. But just reading into the mindset of a historical figure as best you could. What if I wasn't as heroic as it seemed? What if the adult me was kind of douchey too in a way you couldn't observe?
Perhaps, but beyond a certain point, I think accomplishments speak for themselves. I don't know if I can just completely shred every person who ever did great things because they had some flaws. All I can say is, it was important to me to see him the way I did, as a good person who inspired me and set the standard for what I wanted to be. It kept me going. That said, I'm also glad there's this version of you who got to go through all the things you've been through. Like, yeah, you didn't get to be the cool celebrity who cuts down the juggalos on badly defaced government property, and the idea of a normal life was really taken from you. And it's something you'll never get to experience. But this is so much more challenging and uncertain. You get to apply all that potential you showed in one reality to something much bigger and more existentially critical. Whatever strength you showed in trying to save a dying planet, the fact is, I think we need that more here. And the trials inherent in being a part of something like this, I think they bring more out of you than you relatively pedestrian. Ugh. I think they bring more out of you than a relatively pedestrian life on Earth would, making you face more things about yourself. At least, that's been true for me. But it sounds like it's been true for you too. It sounds to me like the experiences you've had changed you a lot for the better. You mentioned the experience with him. You were designed to make you stronger, have actually made you weaker. But really, I doubt that's true. I bet you've become stronger than you've realized, and not because of anything he did, but because of what you've done and the ways you've changed yourself through your own effort. I hope it doesn't come off as overly sentimental garbage, but it seems to me like you turned out to be a really good dude. Like, really, a better sort of dude I ever imagined. Talking to when I pictured meeting the legendary guy I idolized. I pictured him as probably being too cool to be the type of guy you are. But you know what? Fuck being too cool for that.
You you don't think I'm cool?
Fuck. Nah. I mean, in the right way, yes, I think you are. But in the way that doesn't mean anything, it doesn't matter. Not particularly. Anyway, that's all my stuff. With respect to your other self, again, there's a lot more I could say about him. Maybe stuff you should know, or maybe it's all irrelevant to the path you're on now. Regardless, I'd be more than willing to answer any questions you have about him, or anything really. Feel free to ask me whatever, okay?
Yeah, I I'll have to think about it.
Oh?
Hey, sorry about this.
What? Oh.
For what I'm doing now, this bullshit right here,
Oh, well,
it's really fucked up of me. What I'm presently doing, so sorry about that.
oh, yeah, man. This is some fucked up shit, alright.
I know.
But it's cool. Don't worry about it.
So fucked up.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wait, no, I need to go back to this one. Where's this opened at? I'm gonna open up my Homestuck favorite panels pictures. My favorite panels in Homestuck. Where's it at? Where's it at? This is like my. This is probably my. This is probably my favorite Dave panel in Homestuck. This right here is like. This is a top tier Dave panel. Uh, this is good. Uh, this is the same relationship GA and GT have. Sir Bird. Hmm. Hold on. Give me. I can't. I can't think of a good one. I can't. Damn. You know. Yeah, this is this kind of relationship that they have. They're like Fafetta. Here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh wait, I gotta keep looking at these. Oh, I've seen this, right? Like this image before, right? Something similar. Huh. Oh, oh, it's my compadre's time. Hmm. Hey,
Yes.
hey,
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 you said another hey. Are you going to say hey again by any chance?
hey.
I knew it. Another hey.
Kanaya, guess what?
My first guess would be more hey, but if the thing to guess is the reason you were saying hey at me several times, I confess to being stumped.
I got something for you.
You do? What?
That's the thing. You got to be guessing.
What's she gonna guess?
Is it the thing behind your back?
Yep, but you gotta be more specific.
Is it a little piece of paper that says hey on it?
Ha 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 ha. No, but that would be so funny. Ha ha ha. You're pretty funny. Damn. Now I want to go away and start this whole shit over so I can do that punchline instead. Ah,
Maybe we should do several rehearsals first, just to make sure the final performance is as funny as possible.
yes, but no. What I have for you is this. Ta-da.
Is it real?
Casually like become a good character. One of my favorite characters actually.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, as real as I could make it, which I think means as real as the thing that it is and was always supposed to be when its idea is expressed as purely as possible through physical matter.
Wow. W- What?
It's a real alien egg, bottom line. It took a lot of work and I guess voidy soul searching, but I finally made it just for you.
For me?
Yep. Hey, I know I don't know ya too well. We just met. But really, it was always gonna be for you. This egg is stinking useless without someone who's qualified to care for it. And that's you. Please look after the little guy. I have developed some oddly motherly feelings for that spiky fucker myself. It was this whole quasi intellectual emotional saga or something for me to figure out how to make this frickin' egg.
It's a matriarch.
Yeah, that.
I can't. I don't believe this. How is it possible? Still don't know how you did this.
Don't worry about it. Just powers. Whoosh, whoosh, magic and noises. Voila. Insta orb. Just add the subtraction of its non existence.
Thank you.
Uh, no problem.
I didn't think it would be this easy. I mean, not that it was easy for you by the sound of it. What I mean is, I thought it was going to involve an arduous and lengthy process for myself to undertake in order to figure out how it was even possible to reconstruct the orb, let alone actually do it.
Nah.
Nah.
Nope.
So instead of all that, it's just handed to me like a nice present.
Yes.
I don't know what to say. This changes so much about everything I thought I had to do.
Does it? The way I see it is you shouldn't have needed to worry about making the thing. I think it will be challenging enough, like hatching it and tending to all the stuff that comes next. Isn't that basically being responsible for the preservation of of an entire race of people? Like not even simple kind of people that all go about having their own babies by themselves and such. You have to set up and deal with this huge creature that does it all herself right.
Yes, that's how it works. And yes, that will be probably very challenging.
Yeah, so just focus on that. I'm sure you will have help if you need it. I mean, after all this shit is over, obviously. Hey, speaking of which, how'd it go here? Did you do the thing?
Yes, I think we did the thing. Our frog should be good to go.
Where? Oh yeah, Carcat came too, didn't he? Where did he go?
Oh, he he's still in the cave, meditating.
Meditating. Huh.
Y- yes, it was a very spiritually uplifting encounter with the denizen. It really blitzed our chakras. He needs some time to clear his head.
Okay. So are you Rose's girl? Oh, so you're Rose's girlfriend? Right.
I don't know. Is that what humans call a mate sprit when the mate sprit is a girl?
Um, I don't know. Is a mate split a thing trolls call each other when they are girlfriends or boyfriends with each other?
Yes,
Aha. Then the answer is yes.
yes.
LMAO. Okay, it was kind of obvious. I was just making sure. Anyway, that's cool. Did you meet on your fancy meteor vessel?
In person, we met there, yes. Originally, we first spoke while she was still in her session. I assisted somewhat, but I think I bugged her mostly. That seems like a lifetime ago now.
So I guess you must have gotten to know each other a lot better during the trip.
Yes, we had a lot of free time.
I bet. Man, 3 years was it? That's crazy. For a whole bunch of people who only just met, including humans and aliens. Or, I mean, trolls. Whoops. Sorry if that's rude.
We call each other aliens all the time.
Haha. But then you all immediately have to hunker down together for 3 years.
That is very much what happened and what we had to do.
It sounds fun. Kinda wish I could have been there. I guess I had my own less long stint with people in my session, only like half a year though, which was cool in its own way, but it wasn't nearly as social as your scene sounded.
It was pretty social, yes, but we also had little groups who generally convened with each other more often than the entire ensemble crowded together for a singular noisy affair. Such events were pretty rare, so maybe not as social as you're picturing. In fact, it was quite a subdued situation compared to the crowd I was formerly accustomed to congregating with. There were 12 of us back then.
Yeah, wow. I remember hearing about that from a friend who never even existed from this frame of reference. I guess that's another weird thing about my little sojourn to get to this point. It is all made of memories now that didn't even happen for other people.
That does sound like a lonely predicament in its own particular way. A sort of sacrifice you've had to make, yes?
Yeah.
Sacrifice abounds, it would seem. I don't know of anyone presently alive who hasn't had to trade something very important to them in exchange for continuing to be a material seeker in this endeavor. You were forced to trade something too, but in return, you've been able to do something. Something so wonderful that I guess I'm judging your accomplishment from an especially personal vantage. But no matter. What else have you been through? I believe you can say you I believe you can say you've done something as important as anyone could ever hope to do.
I guess. I hope so. I really hope it all works out and you go and you make a super successful troll world too.
Yeah, I want it to be a good place. Not so much like where I'm from. It all sounds really daunting, actually. Not even just the propagation of my kind, but managing to do it responsibly. Just causing millions of beings to exist for the sake of doing so, and dismissing responsibility for what sort of people they become. That isn't good enough for me. I think Echidna was right. I'll need him.
Cool.
Oh, nobody. Let's say it was a figure of speech. I'll need everyone. Whoever is good and wishes to have a hand in the way our world is shaped.
Count me in.
I will, but as of the immediate point in time, I don't know what to do anymore.
Huh? Hmm.
Before you came, I was on my way to join you and Rose and John, feeling quite sure I was about to get ready to fight. But then you gave me this, and now I'm unsure of everything to which I m- imminently committed myself.
How so?
I want to help us win, but I also have a lot of responsibility now, in a way that is much more tangible and also spiky and round and sharp than just a few minutes ago. And I feel I have to consider risk to myself is now the same as the risk to the people, to the future of my people. Does that make sense?
Oh, I see. Yeah. It is like a mother wolf being all ready to stand up to some other asshole of nature, like a nasty bear, and she's ready to fight and all, but also she got to think about what happens to her pups if she gets hurt, yeah.
Uh, Something like that. Except I'd relate more to an analogy that didn't involve weird alien creatures.
Oh sure. Just imagine instead of wolf, it's like a mother, help me out here.
Muscle beast?
A beautiful mother monsel beast instead of a bear. It's Metroid.
Let's say good enough.
Damn straight. Be fucking fight of the year, right? Oh, be fucking fight of the year right there. But yes, that concern is completely understandable. Fuck, I want to see that. You, you don't gotta fight if you don't want, but I'm sure we could really use the help.
Would I actually be of much use?
I think so. I'd look at it like this. None of this next gen troll stuff is even going to matter if we don't win this fight. You have to prioritize beating all these goddamn villains, especially the witch. Any extra edge is going to help. And though I admit I don't know much about you, I am feeling pretty confident in my assessment that you are probably some sort of sick, deadly bitch.
Who told you my secret?
I knew it. In fact, I would bet that you could use your concern for all your future space pups to be way extra deadlier in this fray. Maybe you could maybe you'd make the whole difference. The point is, we need you now just as much as anyone in the future will. And we are all risking stuff and all in this together. And if you're with me and Rose and John, don't worry, we ain't gonna let anything happen to you. I promise.
Dang,
Dang.
that was really motivational, and I feel very inspired now.
For real?
Yes, a little corny, but definitely genuine and moving. And now I'm suddenly psyched again to go dunk a narcissistic fish woman into a seed dumpster.
Fuck yes.
Not to project myself as someone fickle or lightly swayed on big decisions. Maybe it was just a roughly 30-second spell of cold feet and I just snapped out of it. I don't know. But you
Imagine.
really do seem to have a way with motivational words. You must be a natural leader. I think your group was lucky to have you.
Oh, Discord doesn't pick that up. Okay. Hold on. I gotta gotta do that. There we go. No noise suppression. There we go. Sorry, I was trying to annoy you for a second there. Me? Nah. I'm not naturally good at that at all. Mostly just yelled at my friends because they were such a gaggle of frustrating bozos. I, gu- I guess I'm just feeling way inspired by the fact everyone is here together and we are all about to try and do something huge and important. I've also watched John in action a bit and he is very good at that stuff. He's actually so good at being inspiring. He's inspired me to try and be more inspiring? That sounds dumb as hell, but it's true as shit. I also love how he's got no idea how good he is at leadery stuff. It is so inspirationally friggin' adorable. Boom.
Shall we go then?
We hella shall. Love Roxy as a leader. Cute little bird. Oh. Oh. Do I? This is about the 3 hour mark. Do I stop here or do I continue a little further?
Um, you can stop here, but you can also continue if you really want to see this.
I think I think I stopped. I think that's the play here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. One more. One more? Just okay, like I look at one more page. Should I read the next page? One more? Hmm. Hmm. I'm tempted. Crazy how fast you've gotten this far. It's cuz I don't have self-control and I like reading. Homestuck. If I was smart, I would have probably read maybe fucking 3 times slower, if not more. Okay, okay, okay. No self-control is too real. But I'm being bullied into continuing in like Discord messages actually. So and I am one that gets hit with peer pressure too easily, and yeah, yeah. Okay, I guess I'm continuing. Peer pressure hits too hard. Okay. Um. Huh. Hmm. I'll be taking this if you don't mind. Not that I care if you mind, for that matter. Not that there's any chance you could possibly mind anyone. Sorry, I sent a pretty good gif of a character from a better time. Possibly mind anyone does with this deadly secret weapon, since you've made it perfectly clear what sort of person you want to be. Vriska.
which is to say, someone who's dedicated her entire existence to being utterly useless. Wait, which version of me are you? Are you alive? Be quiet, I'm talking. Look at you. Just look at you. How completely pathetic. What's your problem? My problem is you make me fucking sick. Did you know that? That is how possible for you to that it was possible for you to go so far down whatever toilet you decided to jump into however long ago that you could literally make your own stomach turn. I mean, God, what are you talking about? Isn't my new clothes and tattoo and stuff? Look, I remember feeling that way too. All stuck up about certain. It's not your new look. I mean, not that it's the slightest bit flattering. In fact, I think it's perfectly for you. I couldn't possibly imagine a style more impeccably suited for what a loser you've become. Loser? Hey, come on now. Yes, loser. You're a loser. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that is what you are now.
It takes the hatred and self-sabotage to a whole new level. I don't know. I feel like other characters have been like a very similar thing. Maybe not like this similar, but oh yeah, she's older. Wait, yeah. I was like looking at the height difference, and I was like trying to think what it full like possibly could be. I was like, okay. Vriska with the hobo fit, like she has a fit. Oh my. I, are you really so far removed from reality that you can't see it? Did this transformation happen so gradually that you just didn't notice? 16-year-old cussing out a 13-year-old. Oh my god. Vriska is so like John coded. Am I right? I just I just find it hard to believe, and frankly, more than a little disturbing that some version of me could let this happen to herself without being at least somewhat aware that a dreadful decline in personal integrity was taking place. I'm not a loser, though. I like who I've become. I actually feel happy and good about my life for the first time in maybe forever. Like, actually good about my life in a way that feels real instead of forced. You realize that's what it was like for us? You don't have a life. You're dead, remember? I'm the one with the life, and I fully intend to use it in a relevant and constructive way to help bring an end to all the horrible shit that's been going on for way too long. Remember when you used to care about that sort of thing? No, obviously not. Arena became obsessed being alive and important, and Fishka lost that feeling. No, obviously not. All you care about is bullshit hipstery fashion trends, feeling happy, and whatever the fuck it is you're doing here, frolicking with some horses in an ugly field or some shit. Just absolutely disgraceful. How could I have become so selfish? You do know this is selfish, right? This isn't having some fucking epiphany or like growing as a person or whatever self serving spin you might be putting on what's happening here. It's just plain narcissism, the worst kind you're capable of. A total. We're gonna say renunciation? Renunciation? Renunciation of any responsibility for contributing to the greater good. And it makes me fucking sick. No, that's not what it's like. You don't understand. You haven't like been through what? I've been through plenty. Don't get patronizing with me. How did you die again? Weren't you being stubborn and insisting on going off to fight Jack, even though that was obviously an ill-conceived plan that was going to get everyone killed? Oh. There it is, again, making it all about you, even when trying to be heroic. You let that need blind you, and you did something really stupid, basically leaving no other option but for you to get killed. Since you started your journey as a ghost with that little feat of self-absorption, it is any surprise that after how many pseudo sweeps floundering around as a lost soul, this is where you end up shamelessly self-indulgent punk ass nobody? Wait,
Are you saying you didn't try to go fight Jack? What happened? How how are you the version that's still alive? I don't. Different shit happened. And from that point on, I started making better choices, unlike you. Contrary to your lazy, fakey, happy shit, I've actually grown as a person. What do you think of that, you frivolous, dithering bitch? Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. Honestly, I can barely even stand looking at you. I should really get out that here and spare myself the nausea. Vriska just hates seeing herself happy that much. Fuck. Yet I stand here wasting my time dishing out this well-deserved smackdown. Maybe I'm paralyzed by disgust. Why are you being so mean to me? Mean? I'm just telling it like it is, sister. The truth is often harsh. That's something you used to understand. But now you appear to be the physical embodiment of everything I detest. God, I just can't get over your shitty makeover. How did you gain weight too? What? No, I didn't. I'm not. Yes, you did. I'm not blind, you know. I'm not fat. Sure, tell yourself. Sorry, I'm just thinking of the old post when I read the post on the whatchamacallit. Is this character fat? Is this character fat? Is this character fat? I just think this is like a. It just makes reading the word fat and Homestuck that much funnier. Uh, sure, tell yourself whatever you want, whatever lets you be at peace with your new life. Ha! Why are you saying all this stuff to me? What did I ever do to you? I don't under. Holy shit! Is this actually getting to you? Isn't it? This is actually getting to you, isn't it? Unbelievable. Well, that tears it. You really are beyond any sort of redemption. Fucking incredible. Whatever happened to having thick skin, letting stuff roll off your back, not letting shit get to you, because you always knew you were better than the one slinging it. I guess this is what you call happiness now, letting a few tiny little barbs shatter your self-esteem. You aren't happy. You're a hilarious train wreck combined with a sad punchline, and I'm ashamed to share an identity with you. Stop it. Oh. Oh, don't worry, Circuit, I'm done here. I'm off to go do something useful like winners do, something you wouldn't know anything about anymore. Just leave me alone. How could I have ever been so awful? Okay, this is getting embarrassing. Time to shove off. Though, truth be told, I should probably delay killing Lord English a little longer, just so we can put you out of your misery. Just go away. I hate you. Your wish is my command, loser. Time to go get some awesome shit done and and grab the reins on the relevant proactive existence. Shit, I'm feeling more adventurous and worthwhile as a person that's just thinking about it. Anyone who feels the same way is more than welcome to join me. Say, how about you, punky looking? Oh my god. This can't. I mean, you can see it happening, right? Because it just makes sense from what was going on with the last conversation with her, but no fucking way. Oh my god, I'm gonna get like a wickedly depressed Vriska arc. Is that what's gonna happen for 2 pages? Because they can't go on for any longer than 2 pages. We're getting so close to the end. I thought. Hmm. Does that sound like it might be the cut of your jib? Don't talk to her. She doesn't want anything to do with a piece of shit like you, and neither do I. Oh fuck, she's pissed. She's not pissed. She's upsetty. take your stupid treasure and your smug garbage about relevance and get the fuck out of here. Come on, Mina. Let's ditch these. Let's ditch this evil hag and go find something else to do.
I don't want to click the next page. Oh my. Okay, so I get called out by somebody all the time about struggling to read Vriska's quirk seemingly worse than other people. And it's I get called out on it and I don't know how to respond to it because it's not even that hard of a quirk to read and I can't read it. We love Vriska. Hey. Oh. He really is like a punk little teenage kid. Fuck.
Mina, what's wrong? Come on.
Yeah, Vriska, listen.
What?
I'm good. I just I'm thinking of something. I was thinking of something. I don't have a certain shortcut like set up for a certain thing I wanted to do, and I'm a little upset about that. Plus this. Wow. I set up like shortcuts to do certain things with this model, and the one I was like, I'll do that later is the one I wanted to use, and I'm like a little upset on that. I fuck. Don't know how to say this.
What is it?
I think I might go actually with Vriska. I mean, that one. Fuck.
No. No, please, Mina. You can't.
I don't know if this whole thing is. Fuck.
Mina, no.
I'm not like agreeing with her on a lot of stuff. I'm just, I'm bored.
But I thought you liked.
I did. I mean, I do. I'm just sick of sitting around, not being a part of anything. I want to see some action, you know? Want to go kill a bad guy.
Oh, yeah. I get that. Hey, me too. Look, see? I do. Forget what I said. We can go fight him together. Just not with her, okay? I couldn't handle that. It can just be you and me.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know about that. The thing is, I think what I'm saying here is, as great as it's been, like, really great, I think this has gotta be it.
It?
Oh my, I didn't think I'd see the day of Mina not smiling, of frowning. Oh my god. No,
No. No, 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 no. Why? Mina, please don't do this. You heard the lady. She's made up her mind. Stay out of this.
fuck, this is good. The fuck? This toxic and doomed. Truly.
Mina, you have to stay. I don't know what I'll do if you're gone. I don't have anyone else out here. I'll be all alone in this fucked up place. I never told you this, but it's terrifying here. It's terrifying being dead and having to live through memories forever and dealing with the fact that nothing really means anything. It's infinite and dark, and it's all being ripped apart. And you're the only one Whoever made me feel good about being here. You're the only one who made me feel good about being anywhere. Please don't. Mina.
Vriska, damn. Why is this shit so hard? Not even lying. This is like the hardest shit I ever did. I can't even fully explain. It's just how I think it's gotta be.
But it doesn't. You don't have to do this.
Yeah, I think on that point, we just gotta algae to this algae.
I cannot believe you're doing the fish pun thing while you're breaking up with me.
Sorry, Sark. There's no way of my pips. Afterlife is irrelevant. Boom. Fuck. Afterlife irrelevant. That's what you get when you make a deal with the horror terrors. Them's really the breaks. Here's the thing. I don't think any of that shade just thrown at you was true. I like you and all, but like, you got a point on one thing. One thing, which is you've changed a lot. Not better or worse or anything. I ain't qualified to make that call, just different from the way you were when we met. Happier, I guess. I don't know. Man, if you say so, then yeah. What I see is somebody who gradually turned like vulnerable as shell. And that is scary to me because of the way I am. I don't think I'm really the sort of person to be trusted with those kinds of feelings. See, the problem is you don't actually know me very well. Nobody does. And the main thing about me is um that you gotta account for, or I guess I gotta account for on behalf of the feelings of people I don't want to see get hurt is how do I say this? What you need to know is like I'm bad.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where's my first tier list with Vriska in it, man? Not the first one, the second one or whatever. I'm putting her back down, bottom of the barrel now. Oh my God, Vriska. How could you do this to Vriska? Oh my God. Oh my God. You're psychotic, man. Damn. Complete 180 on your opinion on Vriska. What's that you said about Vriska? We should use the kind of. I'm not doing the complete 180. It's kind of like a 360 degree, right? Because when Vriska was first introduced, doing things with my boy Tavros, right? I put Vriska down there, but then she went right to the top, and now she's back. But that's this Vriska, right? See this one right here. Not this one. See, that's this Vriska. This Vriska, is great. Is wonderful. I love her. This one, yo, fuck you. You suck. You know. That's all I'm saying here. So that's what I'm feeling right now with this one. But since they're both Vriska, I do have to say, I can't stand this Vriska. Damn. I knew something was off with her from the start. I didn't like her at the start. Knew she was gonna do some bullshit like this, and I just wasn't ready for it. Damn. Fuck. I really like the way
Actually, okay. One thing I want to say real quick is I really enjoy how Hussie did Mina's dialogue here. Like fucking good. I like the way it's written. Uh, Vriska stays winning, and we love her for that. The use of these slashes are, I don't know. I don't know if that counts as breaking the rules. No, Mina, wait. I don't care if you're bad. I mean, I don't even think that's true. But I do don't. But I don't care if it is. Please don't do this. Don't go. At least not right away. Can you just stay a little longer so we can talk about this? Sorry, Vriska. I fucking evil bitch. I'm really sorry. Fuck. Time to say goodbye, Mina. I just did. Let's just get out of here, okay? You got it. You've made the right choice, Pisces. Oh, fuck. Now let's go round up that army. Fuck. Damn, this is good. So I assume this is the better stopping point then. Okay. Or maybe not the better one, the one someone preferred me to stop at. You know, better is such a suggest. You should read the below. Okay. Let's let's try this choice thing again one more time. This time only with two choices, nice and easy. Hey, works like a charm. Two sweet, simple choices for two sweet, simple kids. There you go. One last gluttonous chomp at free will. The free will pie before you say goodbye. Don't say this website never did anything for you. Don't you dare. Hmm. Fuck. Dare say this website never did anything for you. I think it's time to end this once and for all. Hmm. Okay. Fuck. This is such a good like a distinct possibility. Fuck. This is such a great breakup. This is so good. Uh it's kind of this is like fuck. Doomed romance type stuff is like my favorite. Like I guess doomed relationship type things are just like my favorite. Some of my favorite stories, and I just fucking love it. Uh like scenes like this, they like hurt, but I enjoy this a lot. It's like fun. Maybe fun's the wrong term, but it's what I like when my media shows. And like I don't really like when it's like the fully fun happy ending like type of like in like certain interpersonal relationship type stories. I like it when it's like fucking when it's dirty, it's muddy, it's fucking gross. It's just like what the fuck, and you just don't know what you're supposed to be thinking. You don't know, is this right? Is this good? You know, I like when you come out thinking, damn, that happened. That happened. I think it would have hit harder if Vriska wasn't treated like a god for the past 800 pages. Ah, yeah. I5 crumbles. Fuck. It's a long, dude. This is a long ass fucking intermission. Because they're saving up for probably like 666 or something. You know, I will say though, kind of like too much Vriska. But I kind of been saying that with this one in particular and certain things. But, damn, this is such a good image. Okay. Um, she is a god. She is. The one thing I was like, what's my button? Is it this button? That the button. Okay. I was like, we shouldn't have brought her back. Fair. Back. Thank you. I think you'll enjoy her later. It's not like I don't. It's like I don't like not like Vriska, right? But it's fucked up what Vriska did to Vriska though. If you do something like that to my favorite character, you gotta like drop. But like you, no. Hmm. So okay, I want to finish Problem Sleuth before I finish Homestuck. So I have two options. I can. Okay, how long is Problem Sleuth? I believe my last stream of Problem Sleuth was about a third of Problem Sleuth, and that took me about 3 hours. So I can assume the next two, like finishing Problem Sleuth, will take me about 6 hours. The hour. It wouldn't be bad if you finished Homestuck first. Homestuck is not too long. It wouldn't be bad if you finished Homestuck first. You know, the issue though is I just want to be able to say I finished Problem Sleuth first. It's not about whether it be bad or good. It's about just me being able to be annoying to random people that I will never meet in real life on like a forum site or something. Forums still exist, I believe. I think I've seen like there's a weird forum for Homestuck on something I want to look at. And yeah. And being annoying online, I feel like is an important aspect of being online. Uh So I have two options. Finish Homestuck on Wednesday, Sunday, or Friday. Those are the options I have right now, I guess. Hmm. I wonder. I'm actually gonna. Okay. I'm pretty okay. From what I've been told, I should finish Homestuck my next stream, or if anything, I can make it so I do finish Homestuck on my next stream, no matter what. But I am thinking about doing that on Friday or Sunday. But I'll add. Yeah, I'm thinking Friday or Sunday actually. That'll give me time to do certain things. But that does kind of affect certain things. But I'll put up a poll for the few people who are here at the end here. Oh, actually, looks like most people. And then I'll also I guess consult my one council member here in silence. Whoa, both my council guys showed up. Whoa. Whoa, they're here. I actually got told. Yeah, I messed up the poll. Sorry, everybody. So I'm actually gonna I'm gonna do something stupid and end it and restart it. Oh my god, I'm like so like so just in existence right now. So yeah, I messed up. I meant to do these days, and I was like reading it. And I just realized that I might have even said the wrong day in my mind, but this is what I really meant. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm unmuted on stream myself now. Hello for people that are here still. I will be finishing this on Sunday, not Friday actually. Yes, Sunday. I had to try to talk to my fellow my my fellows here, and I had to discuss some things. One of them won't be able to make it on Friday, so I do have to do Sunday because I can't not have one of the homies here with me when I finish Homestuck, right? So sorry for the illusion of choice there. Um, but it was influential in some parts of certain things, I guess, in another world. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm gonna unmute them and let them and let the one who's like keeps saying things let them choose a decision they want to make. I guess. No, you can talk, Mister Gerbos. You want to like say what you're saying. You know, if you want to make that statement, if you want to make that a fact, you can make it a fact right now.
I will make it a fact because you gave me that talking piece. Jade is the best character.
Wow, that's a weird thing to say. I didn't hear a thing. Huh. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Um. Shit. Okay. Okay. Wait. The popularity poll though. Fuck. I don't have it. I don't have that. That threw me off. Why? We love when Berg agrees. The end of X5 is the end of it. I'll be insane. Fuck. Grab my Jade plush right now. Fuck. I. Fuck. I guess I made that. I guess I let him make it a fact. Shit. Hmm. I regret that decision a little bit. You know what? It's a fact in the sense that fucking those polls say she was like the number one favorite human. I don't know if it's a favorite character at all. I've seen some polls. What was it like the official polls? I don't know. Some polls of like favorite characters like that were recent, and it had like ones of like people who are new to Homestuck, people who were like aren't new to Homestuck, who were just old Homestucks. Yeah, they just did a poll last week. Okay. That I seen it on my Twitter timeline, I guess X timeline. Ugh. I'm waiting for the results to get posted. Okay. I thought I saw some sort of poll results. Maybe it was the wrong thing. Hmm. Well, whatever I saw, I guess. Maybe it was showing Jade being the number one liked human, most number one favorited human. I don't know how they did the polling, right? Maybe they did it like well, you only choose one option, which is unfair to a lot of characters, right? Maybe there's a lot of characters who are just like the number two, but they won't be included in the polling anywhere because they are not the number one favorite, right? So All I'm saying is I'm trying to cope with the fact that Jane had the least amount of favorites as like the human kids by like kind of like a landslide, and it's just upsetting a little bit. You pick 8 and rank them. Damn. So it wasn't even that. My character's really. If this was the poll, maybe it was the wrong poll. Maybe I've seen a different poll, and maybe I'm still coping with the fact that the best human is just getting is not getting enough love out there. Nowhere near enough love. Oh. Hmm. I'm muting Discord for a second now. Because now. Okay. Let me think. It'll be. I'll try to read. Okay, I'll read more. I'm gonna read more. Try to read more Paradox Space on Tuesday. Jade is like that too, but it's no. I'm sorry, not Paradox Space. I'll be reading Problem Sleuth Tuesday, Problem Sleuth Wednesday. So, oh, I dropped my phone. Now everything's just messed up. Yeah, Problem Sleuth, Problem Sleuth Tuesday and Wednesday. OMG, so exciting. Yeah, you found the result. Dave wins. That's how I know it was. That's how we know we can't trust that poll. Like, I don't know. I feel like throughout the story you can't say Dave's the best one. But yeah. Problem Sleuth, Hive Swap, finishing Homestuck, and fandom loves Dave. But what I've heard from the fandom, from people about the fandom, is fandom hasn't even read Homestuck, so I can't even trust like fandom votes anyways in polling. So, mm. uh, think exactly. The fandom doesn't like reading. I'm really like, for some reason I don't know why I like the intermission so much, like the first intermission, and I'm always drawn to it. I really like Spade Slick. That's why most of my reads are listening to other guys read. And that makes sense. When these people are reading their lines, I'm like, damn, this is pretty good. And I'm just there chilling for a second. Especially when like it's like Jade or like I guess Knight had a pretty long page too, just this last stream. Now, damn, it's a lot of page. Damn, it's a lot of homes. Most Jack Morris are fun. I like Spade Slick. He's so good. And I get to see him in charge of the fucking felt here in the next soon. Need to meet Homestuck Beyond Ken and Jack. I'm excited to see this guy commanding the felt. I assume he'll be commanding the felt at least. That's what the implication was. Jade was the most popular among newest fans. Damn. I guess to Sunfire Jr. and Mr. Gerbos, the new gens kind of just know what's up, I guess. Yeah. I think for the I think I end stream now. I think that's the play. Okay. But not old. Damn, that lines up with the new. That kind of lines up the new gen polling a little bit too. Actually, low key, high key, mid key, key. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This time for realsies. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here. I'm almost done. I'm actually like almost. I'm right there at the end of Homestuck, I guess. So
the new gen in that poll was new. 2025 new. Oh my. I guess I should have been able to give my opinion. I guess I haven't. I guess I'm not fully done Homestuck, so my full opinion isn't true. Okay, I said for realsies though. I gotta end it. Oh shit. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here. Oh yeah. Bye. But I am an old man. Well, actually, I'm probably, but yeah. Bye.